Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless. There will be love, themes, and elements since we're going to be really nosy. We're going to see what people are saying about you, what people find attractive about you in general. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very gossipy question, but it's one of the popular ones. So we're gonna do that as we diversify the content on the channel. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get a temperature check for you guys' reputations just in general. Now I'm gonna lead with a lighter perspective just because part of this is to help support you guys and your confidence and make you feel really good and all the things, because I'm always giving you guys bad news, especially when we talk about these like romantic connections and when I bring up all of the baggage you bring to the channel like historically. So this hopefully will not be that kind of reading. So channeled message for all of you that watch this part. Ground, okay, you may be a little all over the place, you may be rushing something, for whatever reason. I couldn't get the table together. The lighting is off. It's a weird time of day, and the weather is just a little bit different today as well outside, so the lighting is really bright and foggy regardless of how I adjust. So in me checking just to see how it looks with this deck that I want to use, because this deck has a film on it, right? So something about foggy energy, films, blurs, things being so bright and shiny that you can't quite see them clearly would maybe a theme today, or may just be a theme somewhere in your life. Now, this is my pile of really needing the love, needing the heart chakra energy. So I'm really glad that I'm doing this reading today, because in me checking, so I just grabbed this one, right? Because these are the two really shimmery ones, right? So I grabbed this one, and at the bottom you had universal love. Well, it slipped off, and then you got the heart chakra. Okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just make sure it's the same level of shimmer for this other unrelated deck. When I split it just to pull a random card to see, like there's a shimmer, but we can see, right? It's heart chakra. So this is my group of seeing four repeating fours. You may be seeing 4 4 4 4 4 or 4 4 4. Now that's a big deal, but it does reference needing to ground, right? Because fours talk about stability, okay, and security. So in the worst sense, it could be telling you guys you need to ground on the physical 3D plane a little more. It could also just mean you're doing a great job of doing that, right? So you know the life you're living. You know the life you're living, especially since we got the 5 here, which is the Hierophant, which is a more grounded energy. Yeah, so where have you been applying your lessons into the 3D? Where have you been using, look at me trying to take this and put with this deck. Where have you been using any spiritual guidance or messages, not just from, you know, readers like myself, but, you know, anything you've been channeling on your own, or in any intuitive hunches you've received about what you're supposed to be doing? Because remember, you literally wouldn't survive in this world. Yeah, some of you have trouble interpreting that, but you literally wouldn't be able to survive in this world as an individual without intuition, because that's literally how, like, that's what keeps you out of danger and things. So you have it, okay? You have it. So just make sure you trust it a little more. All right. So I don't know why I feel like I'm about to just start pulling cards instead of giving you the piles, but maybe the people in the intro really need a collective message from this deck. We'll do that really quickly, and then I will we'll move on to I'll describe the piles and we'll get into the reading. So tell me, what collective message do we need? Okay. A very loud one, a very aggressive one too. I don't know, y'all. Listen, watch it, because it could be good, it could be bad. I don't know, I don't want to overreact, but lately I've been getting the thing where 2 cards fall out together, and there's always like one like hiding. I'm like, oh, just 1 card, and then like you realize it's more than one. So like watch it, because, you know, even if it's a good thing, you don't, you know, I don't know. I really wouldn't chance it, because there's a variety of you here, right? So I don't know if it's good or bad, but like, I think I remember saying it in the Secret Admirer reading of like someone's watching you where you're not really realizing who it is, or may actually be somebody you don't really want their energy around. I feel like I remember that happening because it happened multiple times in the pile. before we look at this, I want to bring that back up. You may be called to the Secret Admirer readings. I don't remember which pile it was. It was the last one I did. Because I'm using Melanin Pop today, because when we do these messy readings, we need a messy deck, right? Secret Admirer is at the bottom. Okay, it's at the bottom, and I wanted to call that out, but I had trouble grounding, right? I mentioned all of the fours and needing the ground. I had trouble grounding to set for this specific reading, but I did want to call out the Secret Admirer. And the last time I got this weird energy was in one of those piles. So just be mindful of your surroundings and the people around you. If you're super spiritual, make sure you're cleansing your energy so that you don't have old attachments clinging to your energy, right? Like people watching you and all of the things that shouldn't be watching you. I get that, right? I didn't want to lead with a pessimistic perspective, but again, one of these, the purposes of these types of readings is to make sure you guys are really cognizant of your spiritual hygiene. Okay, so what's this? Yeah, we got realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Okay. And communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. So yeah, realization of communication. So you may get a message. Look at you. We're asking what people are thinking about you, and possibly saying about you. And there's some realizations happening about you, some communications happening about you just in general. Some of you may have a realization regarding some form of communication you've sent or you received. But this doesn't feel bad. I did want to bring up where it's the shadow, because now I'm really, I'm so sorry. I do not remember the pile. If you pick that pile in the Secret Admirer reading, let everybody know in the comments. So like if they're called to it, they can watch it as well. Because I remember distinctly saying, you may have like two people watching you, like two distinct people talking about you, or in like romantic or otherwise. One you'd be really happy about, you'd be like, oh, okay, that's, that's gonna be a good partner or friend, like it'll work, it'll be a good thing to see if it works out. And then there's another one that would be someone you're absolutely not interested in any way, or shouldn't be, for a variety of reasons, whether we're talking about a historical tie, or just someone that really would not bring anything positive into your world. Just be mindful of the people you're engaging, okay? Because there's going to be some realizations regarding communication, and there are some realizations regarding communication, and you do have to rely on your instincts. So any feelings you're having, don't be second guessing yourself. Like sometimes we can be a little paranoid and we can kind of see shadows in people where it actually isn't, especially when people treat you good and you're not used to that. I see that a lot on the channel. Like a lot of you guys are not used to being treated well. So when someone does genuinely, you're suspicious, because historically when people have treated you well, it was like an ulterior motive, or like it was truly like a setup for something dangerous. I get that. So pay attention to the overall energy you get from people, because 9 times out of 10, somebody gave you a weird vibe before they even like did the weird thing. Okay. And honestly, I hate to say it like this, because I don't want you guys to like self-sabotage, but if it's really that serious, I would definitely encourage you guys to take space before engaging anyone. Like if you're truly like, oh, I don't know what's going on, and you're really paranoid, I'd rather you mistake someone for bad than mistake them for good. I hate to say it like that, just because I've been getting that. I don't know what that is. Oh my goodness. So let me put the thumbnail back. Some of you really needed that. Let me put the thumbnail back so we can knock this out, because now I'm at 10 minutes, but I don't know. Some of you needed that talking to just now. So my herbal latte honey, okay? Let's see. So we're back to the colorful lattes. What do people say about you? What makes you attractive? Okay, let's see your reputation. For those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose by listening to me verbally describe them, that time is now. Pile number 1 is the blue butterfly pea latte. Pile number 2 is the purple Taro latte. And then pile number 3 is the pink beetroot latte. I have no idea why I'm referencing flamingo in the note. So I'm going to reference flamingo for some of you. Maybe this is your confirmation. That's where you should go. And then pile number 4 is the green matcha latte. I will give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1. Let's see, what do people say about you? What makes you attractive to people? And a temperature check to see your overall reputation. All right, so for those of you that are new here, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy, and I often read from polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Now, the goal for this reading is to kind of make you guys feel really good. Like if I see something chaotic, I will let you know, because we need to know those types of things. But I would like for these piles to be mostly light with great things, so you can feel really good, really happy, really confident, and everything. Yes, you can have multiple piles. Yes, you can have multiple piles and different versions of the series, because I know that's going to be a question as I start having these recurring videos every so often, because I mean, energy changes, right? Energy changes, and honestly, this video may resonate in a year, the previous video may resonate now, the previous video may resonate in a year, and this one may actually resonate before that one. So time is kind of not a linear thing. I just want to make sure you guys know that. So you don't have to watch them in order. You can, because a lot of you watch them in real time, but they may manifest and resonate at different periods of time. I don't know how many new people are here or how many people needed to clarify that, but I felt like I really needed to confirm some things here. So maybe we're going to get some confirmation about what people are saying as well. I'm excited. Let me see. So what's going on with my my butterfly pea latte? That bright blue. So let me see. What are people saying about my blue latte and what makes them attractive? Oh, look at you. You got 2 cards. Watch it. You're definitely that group from the intro. I always ground the energy at the intro, so like it doesn't always pour over to pile 1, but I'm realizing that's not in my control, because a lot of you are like, yeah, I think most of you that watch the intro are like, yeah, I'm picking pile 1. Let me just let it ride all the way through. I'm patient. Let me see. Good for you. I love that. Thank you for your support. But that energy followed us over. So if you watch the intro genuinely, and then yeah, it got dark out of nowhere, so I may have to go adjust the lighting. It like the lights shifted. You see that? 2 people, distinct people, may be discussing you. Okay, it could very much so. Like, not saying it's only 2 people, but like there's 2 energies. Okay, and it doesn't have to be like 2 people. It could very well be like 2 entities, like 2 groups, like, you know what I'm saying, like 2 different settings, right? Like people here talking about you and people over there talking about you. You know what I'm saying? For better, for worse. But we do have change. So number 12, okay, it says the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and birth of new. Well, yeah, I mean, you're either making some changes are about to be made. Like, it just talks about the fluidity of time, right? The only thing that's constant is change. So something about you and either the way you're living or just thing like your nature, like you may be very flexible and fluid. Okay, you may be very rigid. Whatever it is, that's the conversation, is your ability to change and adapt. Okay, so let me see what's going on here. Let me see. Emergence. Yeah, number 25. So it says the frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So change and emergence feels like fresh air, like a breath of fresh air. So that's how people describe you. But also this combination feels like, when we talk about tarot, the full energy of like a new journey, a new experience. I'm not saying that people are talking about you doing that. Could very well be the case for some of you. But overall, your energy feels very fluid, very adaptive, very flexible, right? but very fixed at the same time, right? So like it kind of feels like a person that fits in where they get in, right? Like that's kind of like a thing. Like this is a person that's kind of good at a lot of things. This is a person that fits in really well. They're very likable. They generally well liked, right? But something about a change and an emergence as a result. Okay, so something like past, present, incoming energy. Remember, like there's a change that leads to some sort of emergence that may or may not be a conversation. Because, right, we're asking what people say about you, and we're also asking what makes you attractive. So some sort of change leading to some sort of emergence, right? Some type of growth, because we have that childlike wonder. And childlike wonder is such a great thing because children are like sponges. It's like being open and receptive to every and anything, for better, for worse, right? Very easily influenced and not the best case. But in you being receptive and adaptive, it means you're open to learning and all the things. Like, so again, I mentioned being really good at a lot of things, being really good at anything. Making a change could be like academic, career, hobbies, right? Any of the things where you changed in some way or adapted in some way, and that led to some sort of emergence, okay? Right? Any knowledge or anything adapting to grow. That's what I've got from these two cards. So let me get this. Okay, yeah, sacral chakra. So it says the orange flower of life, right? It supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates a creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Ooh, that's the second chakra, right? That is your creative center. So, and there is a lot of orange here. So you may be coming from any of the piles I have that reference the color orange. Love that for you. But here's the thing. Sacral with change and emergence, it talks about your ability to create. So something about your energy, people see you as like really powerful in a sense of like, most people are not like this, right? Like I know I referenced potential shadows of being like really easily influenced, but they like you're basically like a wave, right? Like you just kind of flow, you ride the wave of what you need to do, when you need to do it, where you need to be, and how. And again, that ability to kind of fit in anywhere, wherever you need to be, wherever you need to adapt, however so, and your ability to be really like creative and like successful at that, like your ability to be not only adaptive but being very accomplished where you're needing to adapt. That's what people are talking about. Okay, that's what people are saying about you. That's what people actually find really attractive. So, right, like there's a really creative element to you that just people like, it's all about your creativity. It's all about your ability to change situations, to innovate situations, like all of the things like that. That's the topic of conversation, especially with all of that orange. I love that. So let me get more. Heavy sacral chakra. So you may be working on your sacral chakra. If not, maybe do a little more work with that, right? Because I could see some of you where that's not really resonating. I could see where people are talking about a need to do that, a need for change so that you can be a little more creative and emerge, right? Like your sacral chakra can emerge and your creative ability and your innovative nature can really thrive. Like if you're just kind of like a little more open and receptive, because change represents being open and receptive. That's what we got. All right, let me see. So tell me, what do people say about my blue latte? Okay, what makes them attractive? What's their overall reputation? Oh, okay. So listen, people have very, I don't want to say cut and dry perception of you, but like people kind of have an idea of you and that's it. Like they're not really open to like I don't know how to say it. Like you're that person, like a personality where people are like, this is exactly how Power One is. You can't change my mind. I'll have to see something major for me to change my mind about Power One. Right? Because change and emergence seems huge. It's like something huge has to happen for me to see Power One differently, right? Sacral chakra is creation, right? Like that's, when we talk about the physical body, that's the creative organs where you literally create life. So it's like, I literally see to see a whole new life. I literally need to see like a whole innovative nature out of Pile One. Otherwise, like this is how I see them, okay? Like I see them and you can't change my mind. I don't know why that came out like that, especially with like your three cards just hitting the floor, like hitting the table at one time. So it could be something about hitting the floor. So let me see what all of this is. We've got intuition, another 2. 2 could be relevant, okay? That could be a number relevant to you. Could be life path, could be like a birthday, could just be a favorite number, could be a repeating number you keep seeing. But this is the high priestess. So you've got intuition. So people see you as really, really thoughtful, really insightful, really knowing. Like you have really good instincts. You have the ability to see things that most people cannot. Let's just put this here. Let's do that. Right? Like you have the ability to see things that most people cannot in ways that other people cannot. Okay? And that either leads to you having a very fixed perspective or you being willing to kind of change your perspective, right? You're either fixed or flowy. That's the 2 polarities here. And people, that's kind of a topic, right? That's really a topic, because I don't want to say people admire that, because I feel like they do. But again, this feels like a pile where people have really extreme reactions to you. Like people either love you or they got a strong dislike for you. Okay, there's rarely an in between, and that's okay, right? I'm being told this is a group like where because while I want to, you know what, let's have the conversation, because the whole purpose of these readings is to make you guys feel good. This does feel like a pile that has a lot of people that like you, right? And a lot of people that may not care for you, right? Because my two polarities is still, it doesn't matter which side, right? You've got the one side that's really flowy and adaptive, so people like that because they're like, yeah, pile 1 like fits in really good. And then there's the people that don't like how flowy and adaptive you are, because they're like, look at them, they're always trying to fit in. You see what I'm saying? And then the other side where you're really fixed, they're like, yeah, I like how pile 1 knows exactly what's going on, exactly how they're gonna do it. That's great. And then there's the other side that's like, pile 1's always trying to control something. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a polarizing energy in you. And everyone's not going to like you. Step 1. Anything worth doing or creating is worth conversations, is worth being polarizing. Like I don't mind being polarizing. Like that's not a thing to be concerned about, because anytime you have that polarizing energy, you know exactly where you stand with people. You don't want people that kind of don't know how they feel about you around, okay? And also you can't kind of tread that middle line of kind of walking that veil of not you know what I'm saying, like not knowing where you stand. You don't want to be too close to the middle depending on certain situations, right? Like you want to be in balance, but the reality is you have to be who you are authentically. And if people don't like that, that's fine. That's basically the point that I'm making. Some of you struggle with communication. That's why you picked that blue latte. I'm realizing, because I feel like now I'm really hot. I'm overheated. I don't know how to communicate, and I don't have those problems. Wouldn't be on YouTube if I had those problems. Okay. Yeah, because the number 1 is the magician. So the magician is actually ruled by Mercury, the planet that talks about communication, and the sign of Gemini, which is the sign that rules communication. What I like here, you're seeing 1s and 2s for sure. 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay. These are counterparts. Okay. These are counterparts. So you've got the high priestess, you've got the magician. So this is really spiritual woo-woo couple, right? Like if you want to treat them like a couple, it's a spiritual woo-woo couple. It's the wizard that creates magic and manifests. You've got the high priestess, which kind of sees all, knows all. Some of you, maybe that's part of the conversations, or maybe these are people that are talking about you. But intuition and awareness, just as literal words, these are things that people see about you. This is how people describe you. And I will say these are some of your most admirable traits, okay? You're very intuitive. You're very aware. So technically, if I want to go ahead and just treat Mercury like it's the soul thing, right? Because Mercury is Gemini as well as Virgo, right? High priestess is Pisces. This is the Virgo Pisces axis of the mind, right? The logical mind, the higher mind, subconscious mind, all of those are combined here, right? Logic, fantasy, right? Physical plane, spiritual plane. That's what these two represent, right? The seen and unseen. That's what I'll call this duo, okay? That's what we've got here. I like it. And you got 2 major arcana. So people kind of have this really flowy view of you. They think you're very, very intelligent. This is a very intimidating combination. So I'm seeing now why you have polarizing energy. Okay, like this is a person that is very attractive, or I want to say repulsive, but that's not the word. That's not the word at all. But like I really am losing my ability to tell stories right now. What's going on? Some of you are better in your head than you are with your throat. Work on your throat chakra, please. You have to. It's stressing me out trying to channel your energy. But yeah, I mean, like people gravitate towards you or are immediately repelled. That's the word, right? Like something about your energy or your presence is very loud, and it may scare people. And even where people don't admit that, right? Because when people don't like you for no reason, right? There's something there, right? Because they don't know anything about you, especially when you don't even acknowledge them. Like if it's someone that's not even like on your radar, because sometimes that happens with this energy. I see it all the time. Just you have to get comfortable with that energy that you carry. Okay, that's what I need to tell this pile. Because some people may see you as sneaky. Some of you may be, okay, because that's a 7 of swords. It's deception and envy. It's kind of a thievery energy, right? But again, deception and envy, like people may envy you for a variety of reasons, right? You may just have an energy that people envy just in general, right? It doesn't have to be for any real reason. I just get that strong energy because this is a very powerful combination. It's somebody that can basically have whatever they want in the world, right? It's someone that's identified exactly what they have of value to project into the world, right? Or someone that is at least on a path to figuring that out, right? Intuition, awareness. It's a very self-aware person that knows what they are and are not good at, okay? In the best case is willing to work through, because, right, high priestess, right, work through what they aren't good at, because high priestess is hidden gifts as well as hidden flaws, character flaws, like the areas of life where you need to work on that you're not necessarily privy to. You actually have the ability to know that, where most people lack that self-awareness, okay? Watch it again, because again, everyone's not gonna like you. That's the sign that rules hidden enemies as well as hidden allies. So like I said, it's a dynamic pile. It's a great pile because it's a powerful energy. You don't have like enemies and people jealous of you for no reason. No one does. So like you're living a good life, or will be, or on a path to. So just take that as, I heard the word motivation, or just, right, towards your sacral chakra. Like, don't worry about it, okay? Because you might be the pile I needed to do this reading for, actually. What's at the bottom? Okay, we've got the 8 of, is that Pentacles? I think this is Pentacles. Yeah, look at me, because I barely remember what's going on in this deck. So Cups. Okay, yeah, because that's fire. It says Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles, positive movement forward. 8 of Pentacles is efficiency. Talks about someone that is very skilled, someone that does not mind applying those skills, someone that sees results from said skills. So yeah, I mean, you're doing well, or you're working on, whatever you're doing, however you're working, people are talking about that. Whatever you're working on, people are complimenting your ability to do great things. People may be a little bit jealous at your ability to be very good at things, naturally so, because this combination of cards feels like someone that's just naturally gifted at a lot of things, right? Like this is my pile of being good at everything, right? And 7 of Swords is kind of like not really having to work very hard to be good at a lot of things that other people may have to spend a lot of time on, because the 8 of Pentacles, again, it is efficiency. It's having skills to get you ahead, right? Right? So some of you, the jealousy may stem from not needing, to spend as much time on some things as other people. Others of you, the jealousy is your work ethic. Some of you, it's both, because some people can't stand a person that actually is like talented, gifted, and smart, but also has the energy to apply that. Oh, that's dangerous. That's how you become the high priestess, magician combined, right? When you are naturally gifted and skilled, and you you apply it in the 3D. That makes people blood boil, right? Especially where people don't feel talented, people don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't feel like they have that ability. So just be mindful of that when you're engaging with other people, or when you take things personally, because this is my emotional pile. with that sacral chakra, okay? But I mean, very powerful energy to have that high priestess and the magician. So like I said, these could actually be two people because they are counterparts. I call them divine counterparts, right? You got the Pisces mermaid energy. You've got the magician wizard energy, okay? So yeah, what am I going to pull from next? I'm going to use Melanin Pop. Let's be nosy. Let's be nosy. So tell me, what are people saying about my blue latte pile? What makes them attractive? So I know I led with like y'all's haters. Some of you are living for it. I love it. I didn't, again, I read a lot of shadow because I don't ignore it, and I'm a real person. Like life is real, energy is real, and the people you interact with is real. It's not always going to be like haha hee hee fun. So the whole point is you're great, you're doing great, we'll be doing great, and people are talking about it in the best ways, right? Like there's a lot of people are saying really great positive things, really complimenting you, but I don't know, I get the vibe that you're the person that seems to focus more on what people say. Yeah, I got the two to confirmation. You're the person that focuses on the negative. Don't worry about that. Like, let that go, leave that alone. It doesn't matter. I got the thing that's happening. Like I got the old people's wise tale that says something good's gonna happen. So I got that wave just now. Some of you overreact to the people's perception of you. Stop that, because it's making me antsy and I'm starting to sweat, and I'm not even gonna lie, it's making me want to hurry up and get out of this group because it's making me overwhelmed for no reason. It's making me, I don't even remember what I was about to say. Yeah, you're great, you're doing great, you're looking good. If you're not feeling good, that's your own fault for focusing on that Seven of Swords, especially where that Seven of Swords is where people get over on you because it represents thief, okay? Some people may negatively project that onto you, whether it's true or not, that type of energy, because anytime you got that powerful of an aura, because you're not just the high priestess or just the magician, you're both at the same time. So that means you're very balanced in your divine masculine as well as divine feminine side. Look at you. I love that. Look at you. But you seem to be well balanced in that, at least enough to where other people are intimidated by that. They don't know what it is. They don't understand it. You may not even know what it is. You may not even understand it, depending on your level of ascension. But you have it very naturally, and it bothers people. So just don't let it bother you, because stop it, because you're making me sweat, and I'm just getting, it's pile one. So all right, let me see my pile number one, my blue latte. I don't understand why it's so warm all of a sudden. It was cold earlier. So let me see. I mean, I know why. It's this group. You may be warm natured. Some of you are warm natured. Good for you. I am not. So this is different from me. Let me see. What do people say about you? What makes you attractive? My blue latte. You got great things coming. I know that much. I'll take that. What's going on here? We got a little bit of an ice queen. This feels a bit high priestess like. I'm gonna flip it because I remember that I'm supposed to be preserving this deck because it does not exist anymore. Can't get another one. So yeah, you got in your dreams. So manifesting, deja vu, patience, blissful. Yeah, so like you're a type of person, you're like a dream person to people. They don't even see you as real, which is not always a good thing. When people don't see you as real, that makes it easier for them to have that polarizing energy because they think you're good at everything, right? I call it like the Hollywood glamour. It doesn't mean like you're super, like, it doesn't mean you're Beyonce or anything like that. It just means like when people don't see you as real, doesn't matter how regular your life is, people tend to project things on you. Oh, look, pile one's good at everything. Just give that to them. Oh, pile one is not, they're fine. Just leave them alone. Like they can handle more than other people, kind of an energy, right? And like, whereas most people are run down, some of you may have the ability to power through certain situations. You gotta watch that because like people expect more out of you than other people, right? So they kind of hold you to a higher standard, which makes sense because with this powerful aura, like your energy commands that you're better, right? Like that when you have this aura, right? Because we're all energetic beings. So when you step into a room or a space and you have this power radiating from you, whether you're aware of it or not, and other people know that they don't, they see you as superior. So in their mind, you should be able to be better than them. And they will always expect that. And when you're good at that, they resent you for it. And when you're not good at that, they're like, yes, pile one is nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's the energy. So you just have to watch it, because you got this really creative energy. Look at you. I'm telling you, the people that like you, like where people are saying really positive things about you, manifesting, creative, priestess, wizard, magician. That's the words. Those are the themes of how people see you. Okay. I'm going to pull, I'm going to leave that like that. I think I'm going to pull one more. I'll pull two more. I'll pull two more. I'll pull two more from this deck so it can give me more clarity. And then we'll get to those other decks. Tell me more. What are people saying? What do people find attractive about my pile number one, my blue latte? Trapped, imprisonment, caught, blockages, cornered, stuck. So whereas we have that really flowy energy, there is an energy of restriction. So I mentioned the polarity. So there's a tie between flow and restriction, right? Like being trapped, right? Actually, the High Priestess card does rule imprisonment, being stuck somewhere, doing, or stuck in something, or stuck in a perspective, right? Because that could be a combination. And it could be regarding the mind. Because when we talk about dreams, we talk about the mind. Because actually, we've got dreams, we've got imprisonment, both High Priestess-based themes, okay? So those may be topics of conversations, okay? Especially where we talk about difficulties here in this mountain. I definitely need another one to clear that up. I don't mean to knock everything. I'm just struggling a little bit because I'm trying to adjust to the temperature of this pile. Okay, all right. And we've got incoming energy of I want you back, regrets, missing you, sadness, and sleepless nights. Well, and then we've got one night stand, fast sudden connection, sex positivity, and pleasure. I don't know why this gave me a wave of like when I mentioned earlier, people like make a immediate like assumption about you. Like when people quickly make an assumption about you and they're like really fixed in it, and it takes something chaotic to make them change their perspective about you. This feels like that, right? Fast sudden connections, like boom, I'm in there, now I'm out there. Like that's kind of what I got from that card, okay? So there are people that have regrets regarding any potential fast-paced assumptions they've made about you. I got that with the one night stand. When we talk about romantic partners, I do have a counterpart here with those counterparts. That one night stand and that I want you back feels like previous people, you know what, it doesn't have to be romantic, previous connections in general, just having deep regret for quickly moving on, right? Like when we, and I say quickly moving on, it could be literal with the one night stand, but it could also be like connections that didn't work out, whether we talk about like friend groups, collaborations, partnerships, jobs, or romantic partners where it just didn't work out and someone feels like they moved on a little too fast and just having regrets. This is what I see, okay? With I want you back. Because you've got manifesting and trapped. So like someone feeling stuck and having regrets. I don't know where that applies, but that's what's on the table. So let me see. What's this? You know what? I like this Melanin Pop deck. So I'm going to try to use it a little more without like making it like ruining it, because it's I don't want to say like it's a messy deck, like I live for the drama. I do not. But if I'm gonna do a reading to see what's going on, like we'll know, because sometimes like you never know what people could be saying and doing and how it could actually impact you. Because I don't care what people are saying about you guys when it's just gossip. I know y'all do. That's why I tell you. But like I mostly look to see where it matters. You know what I'm saying? Where it actually can affect you. But some of y'all are like, no, tell me what they say. I don't care if it doesn't matter. I want to look at them funny when I see you. I don't know. Somebody was thinking, somebody was like, I know who said that. I want to look at them funny when I see them. That's funny. Y'all are a very interesting group. Let me see. Tell me more about my butterfly pea latte. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that make you attractive. So I don't know if I'm going to prioritize that anymore because you have a really just strong magnetic energy. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of energy about the past. So South Node talks about past lives. So it kind of like ties in here with this, you know, the high priestess rules past lives too because she can see them, right? 12th house rules your past lives because when you start dreaming of like past lives and things like that, that's kind of all that energy that ties in. This is a really creative group, really innovative, but really organized and structured. Because I've not ever laid these cards out like this, but I feel like I got a cute little pattern going on. Look at you. This is only because I've stepped into your energy. I don't do this. Usually I just throw the cards out and hope you can see. So look at you. But like, really, like, that's what I'm saying. Just that cute, like, it's like a mathematic formula. This is your energy you give off to people. And even the people that don't like you love it. They just resent you for it. So look at you. But South Node, past lives, also rules the talents and skills you were born into this life with and your ability to know that and use that to get ahead, right? That's what the South Node represents. It's the bone that God throws you. So don't let your past hold you back. Some people are saying they hope you don't let your past hold you back because this could be you kind of wallowing on past energy. Okay, this could be you. But there also is an energy of other people or a person remembering and reminiscing and having regret. Okay, regarding the past. But don't you let that affect you, especially where other people may have missed their opportunities with you. That's not your problem. That's not your problem. Never is your problem, right? Especially as we grow and evolve. Like soul ties. I'm talking too much. Some of you don't want to hear that. I don't care. I'm telling you. Soul ties are not always meant to be permanent. They're meant to be temporary sometimes. So like when people miss their chance with you like that, or like lose you, because it doesn't have to be like a missing of a chance. It could just be missing of like prolonged chance, right? You can't let the past hold you back from continuously progressing, okay? Especially where that window is gone. Like, for example, if something happened like years ago and like people try to come back or a person tries to come back, you're not even the same person anymore. You don't know them. Are you even interested in trying to get to know this new version of them? Is there even a new version of them? See what I'm saying? That's where you need to watch out for here, because these are the types of people that are talking. Okay? These are the types of people that are talking. You're very, very attractive. Okay? Not just in appearance, but energy and skill and of value. That the word I'm hearing is value. So just know that, okay? And be mindful of that. But yes, your natural skills, your natural talents here, okay? So let me take the bottom. Hold your vision. Yeah, you do have a fixed energy. So some of you may be in the middle. You may be fixed in some ways, but flowy in other ways, right? It could be that, but we have hold your vision. This does feel a little bit like advice, like don't let your past hold you back, and then hold your vision. Because fixed sign energy is a not budging. It's very firm. It's kind of I am who I am energy. Okay, so there is an ability that you have, whether or not you've tapped into it, where you can be very firmly, strongly rooted in knowing exactly who you are, what you're good at, who you were born into this life to be, and what you brought with you, but also the ability of knowing that, because the only way you can know where you are built for success is to know where you're not set up for that naturally. Your ability to kind of develop, right, where you're not gifted, right? There's the potential here for that, whether or not you've tapped into it. You're all at various stages of the journey. That's why I say it like that. That people may be either discussing, right, or that may be what's actually attractive. Okay, because what people are saying, what makes you attractive, two different questions, very different questions, but they're related, right? Because people could be discussing what makes you attractive, right? That's why we're talking like this. All right, so let me pull from this other deck. I am going to pull from a love deck, but I'm about like one. I'll pull from one and then I will get you some advice. This was a long pile, not longer than usual for me, but this became a conversation about just like letting people talk, because this is a group that kind of needed to know that. Look what's back. South Node. Clinging to the past. Like, you don't cling to the past, even if your past clings to you, because I get that. This is a person, like, this is an energy where people don't like to see you lead their lives, and like as a result, like you have a lot of people that cling, if that makes sense. So just be mindful of that, because a lot of the people talking about you feel like people from your past, or people that know that they're going to be in your past. It could be that as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a lot of regret on the table of like, man, pile one just keeps getting better and better, and I'm not like a part of it, or whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy. That's the wave of energy for this group of what people say, and the reputation. So the good thing is that you do good, that you're doing good or will be. Okay. So what is this? Pluto. Hey, look at you. Change, transformation. That's what Pluto talks about. That is what Pluto talks about. It's a planet that rules the fixed sign of Scorpio, and it talks about transforming. It rules like death and shifts and becoming like a whole new person. Some of you have the ability to become like whole new people. Some of you at some point have, or maybe will start a whole new life, and that's the thing, right? Becoming like a whole nother person, and people like, who is that? Kind of an energy. Yeah, look at you, Pluto and Scorpio. I just said that. So yeah, a lot of, Pluto and Scorpio talks about transformative energy, right? Intensity, exposing, purging, renewing. So something about your ability to purge, transition, renew. That's that change and emergence. So something about a change feels like it led to or will lead to inheritances for you, like inherited good energies, inherited efficiencies, right? Creativity, and the ability to be innovative. Okay, that's what we've got here. Look at you. So let me I'll pull from this deck and see what people are saying about you from a romantic perspective, and then I will get your advice and wrap it up. What are people, ooh, that's like, I'm not gonna lie, like, okay, what are people saying about this group? You're great, you're amazing. People have regrets. Like, look at you. I mean, that's a shame for them, but look at you, because like, that's the thing. It's like, oh my gosh, Power One is so great, and how did I never know they were great, or why did I let them leave my life? I don't know. This is a different energy. I don't know what I thought was gonna come from the blue latte. I thought that it would be a little more easygoing energy than this chaos of everybody's like, this person's amazing, or I hate that person because they're great, and then, oh, I'm so sorry that like we made a mistake with this person, or like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. So tell me about the love side of this. What are people saying about my pile? Number one, from a romantic perspective, please. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 things. What's at the bottom? Exciting news. Look at you. So I don't know what you got going on romantically. Like, it honestly, regardless of if you're in a connection or not, people are discussing either some exciting news you've shared, some exciting news they're anticipating. I don't know, something about I don't know, it's just good. Okay, it says good news is coming your way, whether it be a pregnancy, an engagement, or moving in together. Get excited to celebrate. Look at you. I'll put this here. Great energy. I'll see these 3, and I'm ready. Honestly, I'm ready to close out, because I feel like I struggled to tell this story, the whole pile. So work on your throat chakra, work on your self-expression and your ability to communicate what you're thinking and feeling. You got a lot that you're thinking and feeling in the best ways. Like you have so much that you can communicate effectively, but I don't want to step into your energy. You're struggling, right? Telepathy. It says pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. So honestly, this is a pile of whatever you think people are saying about you, they are. Like, if you like, especially when you talk about dreams and all of the things, whatever people like, whatever you're getting the vibe of is true with the telepathy. Like, you're spot on with where your head is. You've got forgive and heal. As you forgive and heal, your love life becomes brighter and healthier. And then you've got, look at you. What did I just reference? The dreams. Your dreams are telling you. You're that group. I had this recently. Was it that same group? I honestly think it might have been that same group I referenced earlier, where I talked about, I feel like I referenced the group earlier, and this just feels like I told this already. So, vivid dreams, manifesting deja vu, patience, blissful, vivid dreams. Okay? It says pay attention to your dreams as the connection deepens. Your dreams become more pronounced and full of answers. Okay, look at you. Well, I'm just going to put it back. I'm just going to put it here. because we're closing it out. So something about your dreams, anyone that you may be dreaming about, yes, whatever the energy is, romantically and not. There is telepathy. Some of you, honestly, when it comes to your love, like people may be talking about you, or you may have a specific person that's like talking about you or thinking about you. Because I do have these divine counterparts, right? And I know I always talk about the emperor and the empress, but like the high priestess and the magician are like a more spiritual version of that. Like those two, like the emperor and empress is like more 3D. High priestess and magician is like woo woo. Okay, so I don't know why that's a conversation. That may be you and this person's like embodiment, and that may be why you have all this energy. I don't know. Even if not, something about the aura you have with someone, you and someone have, it's probably a conversation. But I do get a strong wave of like telepathy and dreams regarding this person. Okay, now there are people that probably are popping up in your dreams wanting forgiveness, because I've got it 2 times, and I got forgive and heal along with I want you back. I'm telling you, there's a very strong energy of regret on the table. That's probably why I needed to lead with the shadow of people not liking you, because maybe people that historically didn't like you have this wave of like wanting forgiveness. I don't know what it is for this group, but that's what you got. So let me just get your advice and close you out, because you're longer than I wanted you to be, and I struggled the entire pile. Please, if you pick the pile that I'm referencing, I think it was the same pile. So I know earlier, I think I referenced the secret admirer pile, but where did I tell you to go back to the dream readings? Go to the dream readings. You need that for sure. But there was a reading I did recently where I said, you need dream readings. And I cannot remember where that was. So please, if you know, share with the family so that they can not struggle to find it, okay? Because I'm not like, I'm asking like if you saw it, like if that was your group and you remember it, like, right? Because I'm not asking anyone to search for it. It's just, you know, everyone picks their pile, so you know if that pile, where that pile is, if it was yours. So let me see your advice. Leave them old people alone, okay? I'm so serious. Cast away negativity, okay? I feel like my natural accent has been slipping out a lot. I don't hide it. I just know that there's a lot of people that watch this that aren't necessarily native English speakers, and I want everyone to be able to hear me clearly, and understand what's going on. But this pile is just different. Cast away negativity, okay? Just cast away the negativity. Leave those people from your past alone, right? Like there's a little girl that's trending all over the internet. She's from like the region that I'm from, you know, the phrase, you know, when it comes to all of these people from your past and wanting to connect or wanting forgiveness, you're going to have to ask yourself, like, you know, at the end of the day, how that's going to benefit me, right? Like that's what you need to say. Like I know it's trending. Everybody's saying it, but the reality is, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to this group, because it's a strong needing to know how to say how that's going to benefit me, okay? That you need to learn how to say that to people, okay? So there is a maturing of mindfulness, okay? Being grounded, being stable, being present, fully present, okay? Your advice is to be fully present and knowing what is and isn't going to benefit you. Like I said, and look at that, cutting ties. It lands on the across Pluto and Scorpio, which talks about death and regeneration, cutting ties. So cut ties where it's not benefiting you, okay? And leave it alone and don't go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like a lot of, like I want you back, like a struggle, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the regretful energy, like let that regretful energy, leave that alone. That has nothing to do with you. Again, how that's going to benefit you. It's not. Leave it alone. Okay. So that is all I have for you today. Pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know for the content we post on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right. Pile number 2. My purple Taro latte. Let's see what people say about you, what makes you attractive, and your overall reputation. So let me see what's going on. Okay, look at you. I have like the Zoom is doing the thing. What's going on? Yeah, it's like trying to like zoom. Can I? I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna film it like this whole way for the whole reading because for whatever reason, nah, it's gonna bother me. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'll be right back. Yeah, okay, so I'm right back. So I got it off because I don't know what was going on. So like something about you, because I don't even know what all I said. I was distracted. I was like, why is it zooming in? So something about you, my pal, too. And I was already gonna talk about the energy that's hilarious stepping in for you immediately. You're very like people feel like they have to zoom in or zoom out to really get a good look at you. Like something about your physical appearance specifically is like a thing in the best way for people. Like people like are like, oh, Pal 2 looks good. Pal 2 is that person. Like something about the way you look, okay? And having to zoom in or zoom out to really like get a good glimpse at you because let me just I don't want to get lost in the channeled energy even though it took over reading. I remember saying the title, so I'll just let the people that are new and why, and if everything is so chaotic immediately, I do channel energy. I don't just read cards. So anytime you step into a pile, I immediately get a wave of the character that comes through, whether it's who you're asking about or you specifically. Now, I do read past, present, as well as incoming energy, and I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Now, the goal for today is to make you feel excellent. It's not going to be hard with this pile. This I know because of how it came through. You'll see in a second. But the goal is to make you guys feel very confident, very attractive, very good. Okay, so I'm going to lead with the lighter side. I will let you know shadow traits that people may see or just maybe projecting onto you where it's loud because I don't want it impacting you outside. You know, I look out for you guys, okay? What else? If you're new, you can have multiple piles across multiple readings and all the timelines can mix, right? Like just because I'm doing this reading today doesn't mean that it applies for you today. These could be your past readings if it resonates, right? This could be you in a year. The one before that may resonate after that. So I just wanted you to know. Now, this radiant like the sun energy that you have, right? So here's what we've got at the bottom of the reset. So I've got this beautiful cosmic flower energy, love it. And I've gotten solar plexus, right? I say radiant like the sun. This is a very powerful energy. This is your power center, okay? Some of you may have a really like if you're really fitting in shape, people may like the way your stomach look. Even if not, something about your waist in proportion to the rest of your body, regardless of gender, really is a thing. I just channel that. But this solar plexus, you got that popping out of the melanin pop. You got Oshun. So look at you, radiant like the sun. People think you're just really attractive, really powerful, just really good looking. I love that energy. That means it's going to be a great pile. Even if not, then it's, I don't know, like, you know that archetype where everybody's like, there's the mom where there's, and I don't want to make it gender, but this is the story. If this ends up having a large shadow, like envision a mom that's like, oh no, they're all just jealous of you. That's what I've got. That's what I've got. It's like, that's the energy I'm seeing in my head. Like, oh no, leave Pal 2 alone. They're fine. And everyone that doesn't like the Pal 2, no, leave them alone. Listen, they're just jealous of you. Like that's the energy that came through. And I thought that was hilarious just now. So yeah, people just find you really attractive physically. And obviously that stems from whatever aura, right? Because we got Oshun stepping into. So that's in that power center of the solar plexus. So it's more than just looks. It's something about your personality, right? So let me see. Tell me about this pile number 2. This purple Taro latte. And I didn't realize that was called, I think the last time I did a purple latte, it was ube, right? It was ube. So this one had the label of Taro. And I was like, look at that. Like it's spelled like the cards, right? Without the T at the end. So that was cute. That was cute. And it could be relevant for some of you. I'm trying to get my screensaver back up so that I say screensaver, oh Lord, I don't know why. Some of you people save your pictures as their screensaver, because why did I say that? I'm trying to get the thumbnail back up, like my screen went to sleep. It's not even on the screensaver. So some of you people like save your pictures as their screensavers, or there's at least one person that's done that. What? Look at you. You got strangers saving your picture. I say that because like, for me to mention it, it's not like, it's obviously not someone close to you, because why would it be noteworthy? You know what I'm saying? Like you would expect like your partner. So here's the thing, before that solar plexus was there at the bottom, this root chakra was one. So something about your energy, I'm telling you, like people find you really, really physically attractive. The root chakra is all about grounded energy. Your lower half of your body may be really attractive to people, but something about you, you're grounding, something about your energy is grounding. It's taking root. Some of you with the incoming root chakra, it's like people don't expect people to look like you. I don't know what it is about your appearance, but it's like, oh, I don't know that I'm used to seeing people that actually look like that in real life, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting with this group. Look at you, this purple latte. I didn't expect that from you, but like that's what I'm getting. Like it's a huge physical attraction pile, but I don't know what it is. People are saying something about you is taking root. Okay, and if people are seeing you as Oshun and the solar, and it's not gender specific, like, right, like even if Oshun is a part of any religion you practice, you know that she's not just specific to people that are feminine in nature, right? So like you have Oshun with solar plexus and root chakra, people like speak really highly of you, okay, just in general, okay? So I love that. It does say that it stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as the physical world. So people say you take care of your body. People say you look good. They can tell you feel good. You have healthy habits. You're very passionate. You're secure, not just in terms of your physical body, but also whatever you do professionally, right? Your career. Like people see you as really stable in the best way. Like they see you as very accomplished, or as someone that will always find a way to become accomplished, okay? Integration. It talks about embracing every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Really well-balanced person. Fits in well where you need to, but very balanced in the way you need. You never give too much or too little, okay? Like this is my pile, okay, pile number 2, sorry. So if you came from pile 1, some of you watch all the piles, love that support, great for you, but more of that yellow gold energy on the table, which supports that solar plexus and that Oshun energy. They just see you as great. And integration into the root chakra, whatever you do, whatever you create, however you work, whatever you do, people see you as being able to manifest whatever it is on the 3D. That's what they say. That's how they see you. I'm telling you, I don't know why this group came out like that, but integrate into root, like able to create something out of nothing. That's what they say about the pile 2, okay? So let me pull from this group. Let me pull from this Taro. Right? Because when you see integration into root chakra, it's like having an idea and then seeing it manifest. It's kind of like that energy I was channeling about the way you look. Like people are like, it's interesting to see people that look like that in real life or something like that. And I don't know what it is about your physical appearance, but something about the way you look, people don't expect you to look how you look in real life. Or maybe it's just that era that we live in where there's a lot of filters and everything on social media, because I reference like someone saving your picture for screensavers. Something about you look like your pictures or video or whatever, or better, right? And so people think about that from a how you look perspective, but also like it's crazy how pile number 2, so like for example, if you're spiritual, I like to play on me accidentally having a tarot, like tarot cards latte. If you're really spiritual, people are like, that's crazy how pile 2's been able to integrate their spiritual practices into the 3D and see results or whatever that is, right? I love it. This is a great pile. Look at you. I'm glad that everybody's doing so good, right? So far, everybody's doing good or on a trajectory to do good, and people's reactions to that vary, but you're all doing good. So I love that. Hopefully pile 3 and 4 keep us going with this great energy, because I don't even technically need to pull cards. I'll pull one more. We've got the 5 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, look at you. I love this energy because this is this combination feels like a combination of people underestimating you. I don't know why that's a thing. Like it's a thing of people being like, I've underestimated pile number 2, because 5 is like, again, it talks about defeat. It talks about self-sabotaging tendencies. It talks about people trying to sabotage you and having to go to war when you're outnumbered, and you win by some means. You may have to be a little crooked. I'm not saying you are, but like this card talks about like having to be underhanded in a battle because you're outnumbered, right? A little bit. Like it's like 4-on-1, right? I think it is. And it's like, well, I have to win this fight by any means necessary. It's already a not fair fight, so let me fight dirty. I don't know why. I don't know that I've read it like that, but here you are. That's what we've got, okay? People think about you learning to do that with integration, okay? But yeah, I mean, underestimating you and your ability to prosper, because here we have I think this is a peach tree. I've never noticed, but it's a peach tree, so peaches could be relevant. But like, you know, underestimating you, and like, despite people trying to sabotage you, or even where you may have actively, truly self-sabotage, finding a new way, right? Integrating into your root chakra and finding a way for a life, a new life, or being able to harvest fruit from your tree. Okay, that's a great energy. Like, it feels like you have an ability to take the worst of circumstances and make it a fruitful harvest. Ooh, you know how hard that is to be like that? You're very, very blessed. Just know that if you truly, like, if this is truly you now and you're seeing results, you better be grateful every day. That most people cannot do that, okay? Right? That's a good thing. Let me see. Tell me more. Take this one and the bottom. Yeah, look at you. I'm literally talking about the fruit off the tree, the harvest. This is the harvest card. It talks about, it says patience and planning here, but this is a 7 of Pentacles. 2 physical pentacle cards, root chakra energy. People see you as very grounded, very stable. Okay? But yeah, this is the card that talks about a new opportunity, beginning to prosper, right? And this is where you see that harvest, that result from all of that. So look at you, especially where you've sabotaged or people have tried to tear you down. Like, people talk about that. Okay, look at you. Yeah, so we've got sacrifice, number 12, hanged man. So yeah, where you've been hung to dry. Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, hanged man is like, you know, people really like, they counted you out. Look at you. I love this energy. Let me try to get everything into frame. Yeah. Right? The rainbow, when we talk about like the leprechaun at the end of the rainbow, and like the prosperity, you have that harvest. So people are talking about a pending harvest, or a harvest that you've received that they probably didn't see coming, that they either thought you self-sabotage, or people actively tried to stop you from prospering and being successful. Yeah, they talk about your ability to surrender and let things happen as they should, and control what you can, where you can. Okay. Sacrifice feels like it, because it is the give it to God kind of card. Like, it's a surrendering to the divine. So people are like, man, like, that's crazy how pile 2 saw their blessings manifest, how they saw their prayers answered, right? Like, how, like, some people may literally be saying God answered pile 2's prayers, right? Would integrate into root chakra and sacrifice. Yeah, look at you. Some of you are very visible in some way, right? With this combination, and that's why I got what I got at the beginning. And with immaturity, people are saying, you're just getting started. I don't want to reference age, but it just feels like people are saying you're just getting started. When it comes to development, when it comes to maturity in life, right? Yeah, okay. I'll take it. Look at all this pink. This pink and tan is relevant colors. What is going on? Oshun does not want to go away. It's a lot of cards. Oh my gosh, I cannot take all these cards. I'll let her be the bottom, but I'll move these. So we do have individuality, and I want you back. The letter I could be relevant here, because since we have it twice. Let me just. Right, like, some of you may be thriving on your own, and someone is regretful that they can't be a part of it, or something like that. And then here we've got a flexibility, especially where one was rigid. I reference physical body with this athlete in training. Desert is someone growing and ascending. So I'm gonna just put Oshun back. I'm gonna put Oshun back, just because this is a symbol that needs to be on the table to represent this energy, right? It says sensuality, self-love, beauty, water, fertility, ultimate creator, ultimate like manifester, someone that really gets things done. I left this out, so maybe this is meant to be on the table. I'll let it be its own thing here as one message. And then, oh, sorry. This and social media wanted to be a thing. So we got social media, walk away and call. Okay. Popularity, influencer, tech savvy, leaving, separation, endings, divorce, communication, news, offers, excitement, and luck. Well, there you go. These are topics of conversation regarding you. All right, let's see. I do see a harvest. I do see messages coming in regarding things being very prosperous for you. Again, integration into the root chakra. So things working really well in a material sense, in a physical sense, whether you're waiting for information regarding like health, wellness, finances. I feel like conversations that are really good are happening. Since we're asking what people are saying and what makes you attractive, okay? But this is a very, very visible with Oshun social media pile. So let me see what these, let me see, yeah, because look, show the world the real you is here when I split the deck. A full moon in Aquarius. So yeah, look what's here. Yeah, time for healing. So especially if there's anything health-based, like if you, people were worried about you for your health, like if you had things that you did that affected your health, or if you just was, you know, you couldn't control it, because this is a not being able to control it, something happened with your health and you're healing from it, and like you're waiting for good news. I see that. I see conversations happening about that. I see something about love, and like partnerships. This is a pile that's got everything going. People are talking about you. I've got to expect powerful change, so something shocking may happen soon. This is a pile of a lot going on. I mean, Oshun did pop out. That's the only like spiritual, like honestly, I'm not that familiar with the creator of the deck. I just saw it on Etsy like years ago and liked the deck and was like, oh, let me get it. Didn't even realize Oshun was in it. But she's the only like what people refer to as like a deity or spirit messenger, right? Or entity that is in the deck of that nature by name. So I'm assuming the creator had connection in some way, but she's the only like Orisha, Loa, or like God, goddess, whatever that's in there. So when she comes out, it's like, oh, let's pay attention, right? Especially when she comes out referencing what people are saying about you and what makes you attractive and your reputation. I love that. You may be seeing repeating 17s. I by chance looked at your time. I'm at 17 minutes and 17 seconds of your recording when I said that, okay? So let me get, that's way too many, but something's being adjusted and you're being told to just sit tight. Believe in the impossible is here, and I can't even get it up, but something, blue moon, okay? So let me get a good shuffle. What are people saying about my pile number 2? My purple Taro latte. I'm not gonna ask what makes you attractive, because like everything people find you really attractive. So now I just want to know, like, what's the reputation? What are people saying about my pile right here? You and your loved ones are safe. Love, yeah, I mean, people say, I'm telling you, surrendering to divine and just getting really lucky. I don't know what's going on, but we've got you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. And you know what? New moons are very much so like that ace energy. So the Ace of Pentacles, like a new material beginning, right? You and your loved ones are safe. Luck is on your side. I mean, it feels like you're going to be very prosperous, very successful. Looking really good, feeling really good. The fiery climax does approach in Aries, okay? Look at you. Yeah. This is fine. Let me pull from this other deck. I was trying to see what else I see, but it's straight to the point. It's like a phrase, like people are saying, and it's most likely true. Like pile pile 2 and their loved ones are safe, luck is on their side. Like, I don't know where that applies, but it's a thing, okay? So, like, I'm not saying it's direct quote, but like that's kind of a message. Like, because even like I want you back is in quotes. I'm like struggling to get. Okay, tell me, what are people saying about my pile number 2? And what's their reputation, please? Very positive reputation, honestly. Yeah, look at you, because I'm not gonna lie, I associate Oshun with like divine, very youthful energy. I know immaturity, like people may in the shadow be calling you immature, but the lightest side of immaturity is really young or really youthful with a lot of promise. Because when people describe you as young, yeah, it could be immature in a like nasty way, but honestly it feels like a lot of potential for growth. Because once the people start like calling you mature and old, it means you're set in your ways and you're not growing anymore, like in life, right? Like you don't have the potential for more harvest, you don't have potential to learn more, evolve more, ascend more, when we talk about like career and all things, right? Like when you start talking about the people that have been in certain jobs for like 30 years, it's like, oh yeah, they are who they are, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So like that very youthful energy, and Oshun is very much so known for a very youthful presence, right? So youthful and fun energy. So people say that about you. But this yin, very receptive energy, is like divine feminine energy. It very much so is. But it says intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, receptivity. So again, people could be describing you in that way. If not, they're just describing you as very attractive, very vibrant, very like beautiful, like fun, a lot of personality. Some of you, because there's such a heavy feminine presence here, they may be discussing a feminine around you. If that's not you, like you may have a feminine in your vicinity, right? Especially since I have here at the bottom house 7, which is ruled by Venus and Libra. It talks about profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Okay. Talks about relationships, so that may be a topic of conversation. Now this talks about legal issues, it talks about contracts and business deals, anything you sign paperwork for. So those are the types of conversations people are having. They are definitely chattering about that with the 2 birds here, definitely conversations. But I also got with this receptive, receiving, you do have, some of you, whether you know or not, you have some type of offer coming. You've got it here in call, and you've got lucky energy here. You've got a harvest, receiving, as well as contracts, paperwork, justice system, okay, legalities, okay. But again, it could also be romance based. That's good. I'm going to pull from this love deck now that we're closing out with that, and then I will get your advice and wrap this pile up, because it doesn't take much. Got the law of attraction at the bottom. I mentioned the ability to manifest in the 3D. People are seeing some great things. Also, when I split the deck, I saw the word accountability. So people are definitely having conversations regarding your ability or lack of to be accountable, because we did see immaturity here, right? All right. What are people saying when it comes to love regarding my pile number 2? I forgot for a second which pile I was in. Look at me. I'm interested to see what's going to come out since Oshun is on the table. So this is probably going to matter a little more than it would for any other pile. So what are people saying about my pile number 2? What's their romantic reputation? Please. Right here. Is this another one? Yeah, that one and this one. So here's the thing about this one. This is gonna be interesting, because when I saw this one sticking out, I saw it through the lens. So like something about this is like seeing something through a lens. So seeing something from the outside in, like you were seeing something on social media through a screen, right? So something about this is seeing something through a screen, whether that's people saying something about seeing you that way, or like someone romantically, but this is regarding through a screen. Because I'm telling you, normally when a card screams at me through it, like if I do this or whatever and one screams at me, it's usually like I'm looking past the lens, like in the physical plane, but it called me through the screen. That's not happened before. So we'll see in a second. Devotion. So okay, a dedicated partner whose love is unconditional, eternal. So people may be saying this is what you're looking for if you're single. If you have a partner, people are saying this about your partner, or people are saying you're devoted to your partner, okay? Or people may be saying you deserve a partner like this. Again, people speak very, very highly of you. Now, what's this through the screen? Look at me, I'm like trying to be nosy. Children, okay. Children are a significant factor in your love life. This may signify the desire of them or someone's inner child needing attention. Well, I'm a little confused because I don't know. I expected something that would be straight to the point. So let's see through the screen. Some of you people are talking about you and your children, or your relationship with your children. Okay. When we reference through the screen, people may be looking at your children or whatever, just because we have children, right? I had immature, so people could be like referencing you as being like childlike or a child. Some through a screen. Yeah, I feel like, especially since Atlanta, some people may be like watching you and your children on social media, okay? Like, especially if you like posted pictures, like people see your like, and also, okay, devotion and children. The devotion you have, people speak highly of how good you are with your children, if you have them or one, right? If you don't, people are like, you're really good with children, or you seem like you would be very good with children. Makes sense with Oshun, right? So like, don't get lost in the children. You're like, I don't have any children. Like, 'cause some of y'all like, I don't want any children. I don't want y'all to get mad at me in the comments, but something about just being devoted to children, being good with children, whether you actually are or not, there's a perception that you would be, okay? There's a perception that you would be. That's sweet. That's a compliment. You should want that, right? Like, 'cause Oshun is on the table. Very loving, nurturing, very protective of children, okay? Yeah, butterflies. Enjoy the overwhelming excitement and bliss of new or old love. So if you do have a partner, people are like saying, like the older people say, your nose is like wide open. It's like that energy of like a childhood, like love. So like where you're in a relationship, or like beginning one, or looking to be in one, if you have someone that people know you're interested in or that you're with, people are like, oh, look at that. Look at Pal 2. They really have butterflies for that person. It's so sweet. Like children, like in school, right? Kids in school, that's what it's like. Or you and your partner, they're like, look at them. They're like kids. That's sweet. That's sweet. I love that. Look at you bringing happy energy to me, Reed. I'm so happy. You've got healing energy, and I feel like that's the second time I've seen it in spouse. People talk about your ability to heal, or you are healing. Like, people seem to see you as a person that has, or is in process of glowing up. I love this. Look at my pile too. Who would have thought the purple latte, right? Usually I still got that energy that I expected to see a little bit, but look at you. Okay, look at your advice. That's so sweet. I'm going to take this one too. This pile made me happy. It gave me butterflies. I'm so happy you came. So keep coming back. That's fine. So we've got integration. So something about you, your ability to integrate your happiness is your advice. But your advice is just to be happy. Like you feel very, very blessed, very fortunate, right? And I do read past, present, and incoming energy. So if you genuinely were called to this pile and you were like, this is my pile, I'm going to watch it, and I know it's mine. If it's not resonating now, it will. So just be happy, okay? Because I'm clearing energy. So what's this? Yeah, look at you. Those of you where you're, where we're talking about health and wellness specifically, especially when we talk about your ability to have children, because some of you may be devoted to children. That's why Oshun is on the table. There's a very specific message for some of you here. If you're devoted to children and you have a desire for them, and that's a health thing, people are talking about you needing to like do all you can because of how great with children you are. So if you genuinely want children and it's been a health issue, do whatever you need to do where you feel called that enables you to be a parent, because people are saying you need to be a parent, okay? Definitely need to be a parent, or again, okay? Because that is you. That's what people say, and Oshun definitely rules that kind of fertility, okay? So, but Elixir of Life talks about your health and your wellness. One of the lines that stood out to me when I read the book was, life is short, right? And people see you as someone that embodies that, like living life to the fullest, and your guidance from spirit is to be happy. Life is short. life is not forever. So enjoy the time you have here, but also like prioritize your health, prioritize your wellness, prioritize your happiness, right? And the more more happiness you share, the more you'll see this elixir of life fill. Okay, so this is a great pile. And cut ties with anything that is blocking your happiness and draining your life force and making you sick, right? Anything that's making you not feel good and you're consistently in a negative energy, a negative space, or poor health, cut ties, okay? That's what you're being called to do. So that is all I have for you today. Pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3, my pink beetroot latte. Let's see what people say about you, what makes you attractive, and your overall reputation. Now, for those of you that are new, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy, and I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Now, today is a reading where we want to feel good, right? So we want the best news possible. So I am going to lead with a light. Obviously, where I see shadow that could impact you in any way, then I will let you know. I will let you know. So much channeled energy for this group. I feel like a lot of the people selecting the piles on the more receptive side are really excited for this reading specifically, because I felt it way from the beginning. I'm being told to show you this. This is a pink aura quartz. You may need it. I do not remember what it does. I've had it for a really long time, but it does look like your latte. So I didn't even realize that I moved it. So here we go. Here we go. This is you. And channel message: where you have energy, push, okay? Take breaks where you need to. I don't want to encourage you to not take breaks. Take breaks, take space. But where you have the energy, where you feel called to push through and do something, do it, because I was going to take my break. I've been better about making sure that I'm in the best condition to do these channeled energy, right? So I was going to take my little break, have a little snack, come back to the next 2 piles, but I heard no, let's keep this thing rolling, because I cleansed the decks and channeled energy came out like immediately, like no, we have energy, we're fine, we don't need a break yet, let's go. And I'm like, well, let's go. You're picking piles based on the coloring, and I'm realizing 2 and 3, and that doesn't mean that you're feminine in nature, because some of you are not going to be, but people that are feminine in nature definitely went out of their way to pick 2 and 3. I know this because I asked as I was cleansing, because I was like, what's going on? Because if you came from pile 2, that's fine. If not, I'm not going to bring it here because I do want a fresh energy. But here we have at the bottom of the melanin pop, sweet and sticky. So this is the honey group, okay? So kind, caring, compassionate, loving, physical touch, right? So very sweet, very nurturing, honey energy coming through for this group, right? Okay. Here, I kind of asked, I'm like, why? Why is it, why is this energy back for pile 2? What about the 2 piles? And I see here, you can see, because some of you do pick all the piles, because there's blue here, but there is purple, there is pink as well. And this is the divine feminine card threw itself out. So a lot of people that are more feminine in expression are going to pick 2 and 3. And that was just my confirmation. So you're in your right place, right space. If not, guess what? You may have someone with this energy, either talking about you, or you may be more in tune with this side of you. Love it. It's a great space to be in. Receiving can't be blessed if you're not in a receiving energy. You have to be able to receive it, right? So you can't have anything in life if you're not balanced in your masculine and feminine principles. Okay. What's this here? Yeah, people see it's like really compassionate, patient, like receptive, like it's an easygoing pile, right? Like it's very chill. So let me start pulling these cards and see what's going on. But I just thought that was interesting that, like, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Why does it feel like this energy is following me very aggressively to pile 3 from 2? And it's like, no, it's just some divine feminine energy slipping. And I'm like, okay, cool. All right, What do people say about my pile number 3? What makes my pink latte attractive? Tell me their reputation. Look at you, sacral chakra. This is my receptive chakra. This is the creative center. This is the water chakra. This is where we like literally like all of our creative organs, right? This is the chakra that rules fertility. Look at you. People see you. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to make this a more neutral energy. I don't know if it's the pink or what, but like, I mean, unless you're just not that worried about it, this feels like a pile where it's like people are talking about your feminine receptive side, whether that's how you are and identify or not. Like something about your ability to just be very compassionate, very nurturing, very caring, very patient, right? Like something about that aspect of you is right now what people are saying, and it's making you very, very attractive, okay? So it's at the bottom. Look at you, yeah, solar plexus. So yeah, I mean, cause the thing about feminine energy, there's a lot. Okay, so yeah, if you're, yeah, look at that realization. So sacral and solar plexus chakras, and then they reduce to 5, okay? Which is very relevant to the previous pile. Okay, orange and yellow. So creative energy, powerful energy, expressive energy, right? Solar plexus is your power center, right? It's where you, this together is the ultimate creative, ultimate like manifestation energy. I feel like I've said that in every pile today, but I like it. You all have a lot of potential whether you realize it or not, because it's powerful having these two here, okay? So you're very receptive, you're very creative, but you're very active, you're very powerful. Look at you. I think it's funny because this is a pile. You may have like spiritual psychic tendencies, whether you realize it or not, or maybe you're just the type of person that's always ahead on something, because people may be saying that. I'm realizing people may be saying, yeah, pile 3 is always ahead. That's why I wanted to just start this pile instead of a break. Like, I don't need a break. I need to get ahead on this, because I'm sitting here reading the sacral chakra along with everything that came out previously, and I'm like, well, this feels really feminine. I don't want like anyone that doesn't identify as that to step in, see I'm talking too much, and be like, why is she talking about all this feminine energy? Well, solar plexus is very powerful. It's not gendered, right? It's not gendered, but this is more active, right? Like, I feel like anyone masculine in expression would be a little more warm to the solar plexus, okay? So let's keep pulling these cards. People see you as powerful, receptive, very vibrant, very full of life, lots of personality. This could be a group of people that's really like community oriented, community minded, right? And when I say community, it doesn't have to be like the whole world, but just like your collective spaces, right? So tell me more about what people are saying about my pile number 3, what makes them attractive, and what is their reputation, please. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna see. Selenite. You may need selenite, and definitely the crystal I held up, the pink aura quartz. You may need one of those, but selenite cleanses other crystals, and it also cleanses spaces and environments. Okay, so maybe you need that because it landed right on top of that. So I don't know how I want to take this. Look at me. I'm like, ooh, do I want to? I guess I'll take it this way. Some of you are stepping out of your shell, because I almost took it in reverse. Some of you are hesitating on stepping out of your shell. People are saying that. But this is the maturing energy of emotional withdrawal, okay? So this is the 8 of Cups. Talks about isolation, being to yourself here in this version of the deck. In other traditional depictions, 8 of Cups is a journey, right? It's moving from one place to the other in terms of spiritual ascension, okay? That's what people are saying. So like, it's kind of like a done deal. Like, you have ascended, you are ascending. Like, the journey is complete, or the journey is like, I heard the word inevitable, like of ascension, right? So we've got that. What's this? 7 of Swords, deception and envy. Okay, what's that all about? This is someone people can't quite grasp. So here's the thing. We've got all the sweet, nurturing, possibly community and energy of like powerful, active, and sharing, receptive. But this combination of cards that came out is not that at all. It's someone that's unreachable. 8 of Cups is someone that's off somewhere alone, like literally just hopped on a boat and floated away with no one having access to them, maybe ever again, right? Because once you leave the destination in the Eight of Cups, you reach a whole new land. It's like, that's an old life, I don't know it anymore, that's like never to be reached or heard from again. And the Seven of Swords is someone like sneaking off in the dead of night. So people could be saying that you sneak off in the dead of night, or like you're hard to get in touch with, or you just like ghost people. I don't know, but that's the energy. Like you're not very visible, you're not very seen. Okay. What's this? I'll just take it. 6. Yeah, a lot of people are remembering you, right? Memories of love. 6 of Cups. So yeah, people are reflecting, people are thinking, right? People say you reflect a lot, you think a lot. Now 6 of Cups talks about compassion, right? Because it's a very, like, it usually has children on it, so it's very loving, nurturing energy. Okay. Ace of Cups, love again. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of a, like, some people are saying you found love, and that's really good. Yeah, because even a lighting from the window is like really hitting that Ace of Cups. So some of you have found love, right? Some of you are like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, you will find love soon, because that's what people are talking about, is you finding love, right? Because Eight of Cups talks about journeying away from something. 7 of Swords is discreet. 6 of Cups is past. If you have a difficult past when it comes to romance, people are talking about how good you look and how well you're doing in any new connection you have. Okay? Like people are like, oh, that's so good for pile 3 and how they're doing despite their past romantically. Okay? That's definitely something here, right? Because 7 of Swords is like a thief energy, right? 6 of Cups is past, okay? And reminiscing about possibly a difficult one that was a journey, okay? One that wasn't healthy with the emotional withdrawal. All right, tell me more about my pile number 3. What are people saying about my pink latte? What do people find attractive about my pink latte? People, like, honestly, if you have a difficult past when it comes to connections of any kind, I'm going to lead with romance because I saw it. People find it, I heard the word admirable, like how you're still open and receptive to people despite like the way things went for you, whether it was just how you were treated or just incompatibility and just any connection based spaces. Everything's clearing up, you see. Like, people are really talking about how things are really clearing out for you. The sun is coming out, orange and yellow. Look at you. This is a sweet pile. All right, I'm glad that at least 2 of the piles are gonna not take me down. Yeah, look at you. A new start, a new beginning, because Virgin is like brand new, right? It's brand new. Talks about purity, innocence, angelic, bright, abstinence, celibacy. Yeah, people see you as like an angel, literally. Like, people are like, pile 3 is such a sweet angel. That's so crazy, despite how people have manipulated or treated pile 3. Pile 3 is an angel. If you don't have a negative past, people are like, we have to protect pile 3. We can't let pile 3 become, you know, susceptible to certain things. Like, people may see you as a little naive, like, oh no, we have to protect pile 3 because we don't want anyone to have pile 3 jaded. We don't want anyone to like be out here like terrorizing pile 3. It's a really sweet, pure energy people see in you, okay? And so yeah, like a really sweet, pure energy. Look at you. Let me get at least 2 more, and we'll take the bottom and I'll pull from those other decks. Tell me more about my pile number 3. What are people saying about my pile number 3? What do people find attractive? What's their reputation? Some of you're like, oh, what do you mean people see me as that sweet energy? Because it's a bunch of you here. It's a lot of different types of energies here, regardless of how you identify. Some of you have that very green, possibly naive energy. People are like, let me protect the pile 3. Some of you have a very difficult past where you've been like, you know, 7 of Swords, attacked and all the things, long journey, hard lessons, and now you have a fresh pair of eyes, and people are like, that's crazy how pile 3 didn't let that stop them from being who they are, their pure spirit. And then there's another group of you where you had that past and it was you that was like that thievery energy, that chaotic energy, and you simmered down and turned a new leaf, and people are like, that's so good how pile 3 got their life together. I love it for them. Look how good they're doing with the taste. You got 2 cards. That's the color of your latte. Look at that. It says flavor, sweetness. You did have honey pleasant, expensive beauty details. People say you're sweet like honey, sweet like candy. People associate you with sweets and desserts, like, right? Some of you cook, some of you are bakers. I'm realizing some of you make sweets. Look at you. I love that. I like it when I see specific career paths and things like that come through, because like I always get like, I'm like, okay, I see like people in the medical field. I see like at one point I was seeing like people in like morticians and all the things, but here I'm seeing people that like bake and make sweets and make candy. Whether you do it professionally or just you're good at it, I'll see that. Look at you. Look at you. You like nice things and you deserve it with this pure energy. Look at you. Yes. So here's the thing. Most of the people talking about you are talking about you from a romantic perspective, whether they're observing you in a connection, right? Prospecting you. I heard the word prospecting you to see if you'd be interested in a connection. Like you have a lot of people admiring you from like a connection based perspective. Like people are just like, oh, look at, and this is actually red, but it's the shade of pink, right? It gets darker, right? It gets more enriched over time. That's how people describe you, because I'm paying attention to details I don't normally pay attention to, right? Pink, deeper pink, almost red, like gets better with time. Okay, could be a literal thing. That's how people see you. Very traditional, old school, whatever it is romantically going on with you. People use the words vintage, chivalrous dates, courtship. So if you have a partner, people love that you have a partner that treats you well. If you don't have a partner, people think you deserve a partner that will treat you well. Some of you, there are people that are like, yes, I would treat pile 3 well. Okay, that's what I have on my table. Look at you. Aw, this is sweet. Because there's people talking about like courtship, whether that's ideas they have in engaging you romantically, or if you have a partner, your partner may be talking about plans they have with people. I'm not spoiling the surprise, like, because why would I do that? But like those are those type of conversations, especially when we talk about like sneaking around, 7 of Swords, sneaking around. Okay, some of you may have a partner that is sneaking around, that's telling people like, yeah, they think I'm sneaking around doing something like chaotic, but they don't know I'm planning such and such, because like you have trust issues. I see that. I see that for some of you. Like your partner may be planning something sweet, but like you don't trust anybody. That's cute. I love it when things like that come through, but I'm not gonna dig further because I don't want to do that. But yeah, I love this energy that came through. It makes me happy to see. Why is this came out in every single pile? We've got regrets, missing you, sadness, sleeping night. So some of you have a partner that's like like an ex or somebody, like I got the past energy watching you and your new partner. Stop that. They need to stop that. Look at me, I'm telling them to stop that, like like that's you. But no, like again, there's an energy of regret on the table, of missing you and regrets and all of the things. And it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could truly just be people from your past. But it came out in every single group. So I don't know what all of you are going through. I want to get it off the table. I'll make a mention, but I was already feeling like it was real empty here. So I'll pull another one and then put this on the side of it. That way the table's even. So tell me, give me one more for my pile number 3, my pink latte. What are people saying? What do people find attractive, and what's their overall reputation? They say your memory is sharp. Your mind is sharp. You remember everything. I channeled that. Desert. Hey, it feels similar energy. So when I see the traditional styling of that lately, I've been reading it like Moses going out to the desert, right? From a Christian perspective of like going out to find yourself. People are saying you're finding yourself, or you found yourself. They're so glad, and all the things like that, or they're optimistic you're gonna find yourself back. I can't escape that energy. I'm glad you can see, because I can't control the table. The energy is the energy. We do still have a do you remember, right? And it's gonna fall right under memories of love, the past energy. So there's a heavy past here, memories, past lives, karmic, soulmates, reminiscing. Okay. Look at that. Memories of love. Memories. I have piles. Actually, I'm getting a vision of a skeleton key. Reading that I did, and it has memories on it. So maybe that's one of your piles that you came from. you're in your right place if I'm confirming that. If not, maybe when you go through the skeleton key readings, maybe that is your pile. But there's a heavy past of do you remember and blah blah blah. A lot of people are talking about you. They're like, do you remember pile 3? They're doing so good. So like, it's not always a wallowing. It's like, wow, that's great. Look at them. Look how good they look. That's so nice. Oh, you know, they got, you know, married or whatever. They're having kids. Whatever milestones that people from your past ask about. Because I lead with that. Because sometimes we're like, oh, why are people from the past like all in my business? But when things happen, like depending on where you're from, like if you have a kid, get married, graduate from something, get a huge promotion, anything noteworthy, people talk about it, right? Especially people that used to know you, especially like, you know, depending on like your family and all things, they tell everybody. So people are like, oh, that's so good for pile 3. And then they start remembering, and maybe they'll like look you up, or like they start, hey, you remember I went to school with such and such, or remember when I used to work with this person? And that's how conversations happen. So it's not all like nosy and stuff you don't want. Some of it is just people saying good job you, right? All right, so let me pull from these. Yeah, look what's at the bottom. Confidence is your key to success. You're looking really confident. You're looking really good. This is actually solar plexus energy for sure. Something about your personality. You're really stepping into it, and people are so happy about it. So happy about it. You're feeling good enough if you historically did not. Some of you, if you're a little more quiet, you're like, this loud personality thing is not me. People are saying you have great personality. They're hoping you like learn that, and that you're less restricted with that emotional withdrawal, right? Less beneath the radar with that 7 of Swords. Like they're hoping you don't like cling to history, right? Like your past, right? Because usually when somebody's like that is due to past like energy, especially with that 7 of Swords, like people that have wronged you in the past. So it's like you withdraw and you don't like engage with other people out of fear, right? People are hoping you stop doing that, okay? Because they see a lot of great things in you. You got messages coming in for sure. Let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 3. That's way too much. They're saying you're doing something, or you should be doing something. A time to give rather than take. It's time to take action. It's a good thing. It's not like a bad thing, because Aries is like action. You're, you know, it's where you go. And Virgo is like your routine, right? So let me give it a shuffle. All right, tell me more about my pile number 3. What's the reputation? What are people saying? And what do people find attractive? Give me a card, please. It's 2. Okay, I'll take them. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Yeah, I mean, they're saying you've released that, or you're in process of, or they hope you do. Okay, there's no, like, it's one of those. Okay, they're hoping you release negativity. They're glad you did. Any of those. Okay. And then you got surrender to the divine. You are good enough. Okay, that was determined to be here. Okay, full moon in Virgo. So you got 3 full moons. Okay, so again, you either release negativity and everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's so great. Look at them surrendering to divine and knowing they're good enough. Or they're saying it's time for pile 3 to release the negativity and surrender to divine and know who they are and step into their power and their creative expression. Okay, that's where we are. Okay, you know where you fall because you know yourself. Okay, and you should know what you're giving off to other people. I'm going to say, if you're in the needing to let that go, I'm telling you, let that go. You have so much available to you. So many people around you that are available to you right now. It could be great. Don't self-sabotage. Okay? Because this is where you haven't stepped into this yet. There is a little bit of a potential for self-sabotage if you continue to like not, I heard, participate in your life. Okay? So don't do that. Okay? Because people speak very highly of you. So let me see. Tell me more. Tell me more. This is a pile of self-discovery, of having found yourself, of knowing who you are, or being in a process of doing that and being very comfortable and confident in your skin and thriving. Tell me more about my pile number 3. What are people thinking about them? Ooh, what are people saying about them? Ooh, people are thinking about you. Look at you. What are people saying? What are people finding attractive? What's the reputation for my pile number 3? House 7. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned like something about a relationship, right? And it doesn't have to be romantic. Some of you it is, but it truly does not have to be, because it's any connection, right? It's any, especially when we talk about legal ones on paper, any contract, any business deal, any partnership, okay, falls into the 7th house. Any legal issues, right? Anything dealing with the justice system, people are talking about here. But expanding, right? Jupiter, grow and expand. That's the planet that rules Sagittarius, 9th house, growth, expansion, learning, evolving, okay? Growth, prosperity. That's what you see here, okay? They're like, they got really lucky with, this is a pile with people seeing you as very expansive and lucky in your 7th house. Now, if you don't know astrology, you're like, stop speaking French. I know. But 7th house is, again, it's your partnerships of all kinds. So people thinking you got lucky with whatever contracts you signed in terms of work, career, any loans you've gotten, any money you've gotten, any relationships, right? Like some of you people think, oh, this person is making the right friends, this is the right connections, found the right partner, right? Really, really lucky and fortunate here. That's what people are saying, okay? So let me pull from this love-based deck and then I'll get your advice. This was an amazing pile. Yeah, people are talking, because I split the deck and it says life partner. So like people are talking about you, whether you found somebody that could be a life partner or that is, or something about a partner, okay? Some people are saying you might need to find you one of those. Like, I don't know. We do have communication. Like, I don't know. Something about finding a partner, a life partner. That's a conversation regarding you, okay? Tell me more about my pile number 3. Oh, look, because I lost the card because I was trying to, it got really sticky. So something about sticky, right? Like honey is sticky, right? We talked about that at the beginning. But the card got sticky. I put it back, so it must not have been meant to be. But you have divine union. So some of you got married. Some of you got married. Some of you are getting married. I might be talking too much, but like that's the thing. That's the conversation. Or some people are talking about how they hope you get married with whoever I'm seeing on my table. I'm talking too much. Wow. That's cute. Okay. It says, congratulations. It's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. Look at you. And look, magnetic soul. So, I mean, you may be, if you're not connecting with someone now, you will be very, very soon. I don't look beyond a year. Anyway, yeah, we got fallen in love. I don't know who this is on my table, but there's somebody on my table for this group, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, it's incoming. Divine union doesn't want to go away. So I'll let it just live its life, and I'll take ecstasy, which is the actual bottom of the deck, okay? We've got ecstasy. It says your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. The feeling of pleasure is electrifying. Some of you, like, people are just saying how great your partner makes you. Like, they can tell you're really, really happy and all of the things. I'm not going to put divine union away because it literally kicked me back. So when cards kick me back, I'm like, I'm not tearing the deck. So you just lay on the table if that's what you want. Sweet song. Soulmates often use music and songs as a telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. They may be saying you found someone very much like-minded, just like you, someone you're on the same page with. Like, they may feel like you and your partner are like a song, because we do have this old school courtship thing, and we do have a couple here in this taste card now that I'm looking at it. With, oh, you know what? When I moved, you are good enough. I read the words and I looked at it. I heard you deserve. Like pile 3 deserves. Oh, look at you. This is the sweet energy. I'm happy. This makes me happy to read. But you do have clarity. So it does say someone finally sees the answer that was always right in front of their eyes. The vision is clear. Therefore, what is to come shall be clear too. Some of you people are hoping that you realize what you have in your current partner. They're hoping you realize your potential for someone you're either dealing with, thinking of dealing with. I don't know what it is, but like there's a seeing the clarity and realizing the potential for something that people are discussing. Now, it could be anything with the 7th house. We talked about what those themes were, but I get a strong union and like, you know what I mean? Even sensual energies. So there is something romantic based here too as well. Because again, I got 2 couples. I do got 2 couples. And And I'm realizing that Virgin talks about inexperience there. So some of you may be a little inexperienced there. Okay. And people are talking about that and they're hoping like you don't. I keep using the word self-sabotage when I'm describing it. So some people, they're hoping you don't self-sabotage somewhere. Okay. So let me pull this, because this gets to be a short pile. This gets to be a short pile because it was so great. It doesn't need to be long. I'm going to pull your advice and close it out. People think you're amazing. They think you look so good. They think you're doing good. They're hoping you continue to do good. They're hoping you don't get in your own way when it comes to that. I'm talking too much because I felt the last when I said it. Let me get this advice and leave you alone. Yeah, look at you. And it's going to be on ecstasy. So definitely prioritize your pleasure of all kinds. Okay. Look at you. Success. Be successful. Your advice is just to be successful. It's your destiny, literally. Success is your destiny. Your advice is to step into it, okay? Literally everything we've been talking about. You're good enough. Success is your destiny. Step into it. Prioritize your pleasure, okay? Prioritize your joy, okay? So that is all I have for you today. Pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in a note on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. Let's see what people say about you, what makes you attractive, and what your overall reputation is. So my green matcha latte. All right, for those of you that are new here, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy, and I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Now, as I said in previous piles, I want to lead with something great. I want you guys to feel really good, really confident. So I'm leading with the light, but you're going to hear about the shadow if it's something that could like impact you, because we don't hold that kind of information back where we see. Okay. So you can also choose multiple piles where you feel called, this reading or other ones. Now, I feel very organized, very grounded, ready to go for this pile. I do. So something about your energy, that maybe how people see you, is really trying to be your best, very efficient, very effective, like let's get it done. That may be your personality, but that's kind of how people are seeing you. You do have passion at the bottom. Oh, look at you, romantic love. That's been a bit of a theme today. So something about you feeling very passionate could be regarding romance, could be a thing that people are talking about. I don't know why it came out immediately, but it definitely came out immediately. So people are talking about you there. So, I didn't expect it from the energy I channeled, because the energy I channeled was very like professional. I'm not going to lie. So let's see. Yeah, and passion's back. So what's are people saying about my pile number 4? What makes you attractive? What is the reputation of my pile number 4, please? Okay. All right. Well, look at me. Look at you. Some of you are coming from many of the piles, because look at that. Look at that. We have fertility and we have synergy. So very, very creative energy, very much in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing and making the best use of your time, I heard, right? Like, so fertility talks about the ability to create. It's the potential for creations, and synergy is the ability to harmonize everything to kind of make that worth something, right? It's taking potential into what actually becomes to be, right? Like what actually comes to be. So fertility does say it invites us to be more open, more courageous, and more creative and joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into new and grander expression of ourselves. And then synergy says it supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw these two combined and I read them and I'm remembering what came out, people are talking about you, and it's not bad, but it's funny because people are like, you know what, Power 4 is so like, you know, let's get things done, that they need to learn how to, like, I don't want to say have a life, but I'm going to say prioritize passion, because I saw passion, then romantic love, and this feels like someone that kind of, like, the not so obvious line stood out. So it's like Power 4 doesn't even realize that they need to go, like, have some passion in their life, right? Like if pile one, pile one needs to go find them somebody. I mean, look, pile four. Some of you are coming from pile one specifically, but they're like pile four needs to go like find them somebody or prioritize their person because that's why they act like that. That's why they handle themselves like that. That's what I'm hearing. That's what people are saying about you. It's not bad, but it's like, it's really gossipy, right? I didn't expect this pile to come through so gossipy. Like it feels so gossipy. Like maybe if pile four would just go call like such and such, then like they would stop like running us into the ground. Like, you know what I mean? Like you, like again, it's like, let's go. This is what we're doing. This is what we're working on. Like go, 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 go. And like if you would just, you know, I even heard like if pile four would go get them some, it wouldn't even be all this. Why are you like, who are you terrorizing like that, pile four? But that's what people are saying. It's so gossipy. I didn't expect it. So let me, oh no. Some of y'all are like, oh yeah, tell what they're saying. Keep talking. Consciousness 17, it says the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so we can include them in our reality. Some of you are like, yeah, you tell me what they're saying about me. That's what they're saying. They're saying you like, you wouldn't like something about like, I don't know if it's like work or if it's like things you're just working on or like if you think things you're taking too seriously or things you're overreacting to. But like I'm telling you, the thing that people are saying is like if pile four like would prioritize passion, they would prioritize a relationship, or if they would prioritize like finding in somebody, like it wouldn't be all of this. And it seems that people are like, you lack the awareness to realize that that's what's wrong with you. I don't know that I've ever had that come through in a pile before. Wow. That's crazy. Look at you, pile four. That's what people say. The good thing is they think like they don't really see anything wrong with you beyond like you just need to lighten up and loosen up and like go like find you somebody if you don't like, because this feels like a group of people that are like, maybe we should try to set them up with whoever, right? Why would they say that? Like, what are you doing like that? Let me see what's going on. Tell me more about my pile number 4. My green matcha latte. What are people saying? What do people find attractive about my pile number 4? What's their reputation? Now, people do like you. Okay, so here's it. People respect you. People respect you a lot. They think you're great. They think you're great at whatever you do and whatever, like, wherever they know you from. They like you a lot, but like there's some tendencies you have or things you do where people are like, that's not normal. You need like to do something else. Like, I don't know what you're doing like that, but people are like, pile 4 needs to calm down. I'm talking a little bit too much, but that's what they're saying. Yeah, look at you. I can't make up the cards. You saw it fall. Ace of Cups, love begins. They're like, yeah, we need to find pile 4 somebody. Pile 4 needs somebody, or pile 4 needs friends. Like it doesn't have to be romantic, but it feels like it. I heard that very prominently for a lot of you, but they're like, we need to find pile 4 some friends. We need to find pile 4 like a life outside of some stuff. Like pile 4 needs to do something else, right? Like, yeah, 15, temptation. This is all about control. So that's the energy that stepped in. So this is it's ruled by the sign of Capricorn, which is like 10th house energy. So career, social status. It rules reputation. It's someone that has a very prominent, very successful reputation, right? All about controlling how people perceive them, all about controlling things and people around them, like maintaining composure at all times. You might be that person. People are saying you need to loosen up a bit. Again, you're very good at keeping things under control. That's what people like and admire about you. But something about it just feels like overkill. Like they feel like you could use a little bit, because Ace of Cups is passion. A little more passion, right? A little more creativity, a little more like joy and pleasure into your life, because that would actually make you even better. Because something you're doing now, however you're coming across to the people around you, is like, I don't know what that is. It's not bad. Like I said, it's just, it feels like intervention kind of energy, okay? Give me one more. I'll take the bottom. This is the one I really wanted, but I ended up taking 5. So something about 5. So maybe you got 5 people saying that. I don't know. Number 5 is definitely relevant, because I want the one I wanted. I don't even know where it went, but I wanted the one, and I ended up grabbing the other 2 because it was poking me on my hand. It was like right in my hand. So some of you, they're saying something's right in the palm of your hands and you don't even realize. What's going on? Yeah, look at you, heart chakra. That's similar energy to love begins. So heart chakra talks about your heart space, opening up your heart space and nurturing that. Movement, choices, decisions. Two of Pentacles talks about juggling things, just being all over the place, and prioritizing a lot of different things, like being really, really busy. Okay. And then we've got Six of Swords, which is moving on. So moving beyond whatever chaos. So people are saying you're moving beyond whatever chaos, and they're hoping you do that, and they're hoping you find fulfillment wherever that applies, and they're hoping you find like love and connection and all of the things, because you got so many cards on my table. Five is a relevant number. So five this is the Hierophant. It talks about learning. This is like the spiritual religious leader, okay? It says wisdom, right? They say you have a lot of wisdom, and even though you still have more to gain, but this is second house energy. Oh yeah, something's happening very quickly. You got so many cards on my table. Eight of Wands is like, when I read it, the Eight of Wands is like tomorrow energy, okay? It's literally something that's happening much faster than sometimes you're even ready for. But this the house that this rules is your assets, your money. So you may be very career and finance driven, and people are hoping that you become a little more creation, happiness based, like you prioritize that area of life, because you don't seem to be doing that. And it's very clear to the people around you, whether close to you or not. Because the fact that it came out so prominently makes me feel like, and that's why I said it felt so gossipy, channeling through me. The people that are saying that are not even close to you. So that's why it's so weird, because it's like the people that are saying that are not even close to you. So like, I don't know why that's the assumption, or even if it's true, if you realize it's true. Yeah, look at the bottom. Even if it's true, how do they know you like that? Like how excessive are you in a certain area for people to know? Like, I want you to prioritize your joy and pleasure, because this is a really religious person. So this is either someone that's really, really religious in terms of like actual religion and spirituality, or like religious as in routine. Like, I'm going to just work. This is my routine. This is what I got to do. This is where I'm going to go. And I'm not going to do anything else, because this is where my goals are. Okay. Got to watch that, because you don't want to be too much in that, right? Let me pull from this deck. I'm not going to drag this out, because it looks like people are just saying you need to like loosen up and prioritize, I guess, a lot more of the things that actually matter, that will bring you fulfillment. Okay. This is a pile of needing non-love readings. Might actually be my more masculine, more mature pile, because we've got a certain maturity here. Like, I don't know, there's some of you, people consider you to be a certain level of maturity. People may see you inexperienced. A lot of you, it will be both. They find you very strong, very powerful, and mature in one area of life, but also very young, very inexperienced, right, in other areas. Probably like big boss energy here from the table, and then like running from like connection here. I'm probably getting that. Okay, so let me see. Tell me. Yeah, because you got birth, fertility, where we talk about a little bit of sensual energy, but it also talks about like prioritizing family. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile 4. Gifts. Something about gifts. Some of you, they're saying you need a one night stand with anybody. Anybody. Ooh, please, anybody. So we do have a gift and a rebound. I don't know, I'm not taking all of this. This is way too much, but I will take that one. I've got I want you back. What is all of this? Voodoo. Too much going on. Okay, yeah, so they're saying you need to go find you somebody, or pay more attention to the partner you have. Okay. Apology, romantic gestures, offers higher commitment. Yeah, so they're saying like you need to go outside. Like I always tell everybody on the channel. So you're probably in those groups where I say to go outside. It's a red flag that you don't prioritize those things, okay? Let me see. I don't want 5. I do not want 5. I want 3 max in the bottom. Tell me more about my pile number 4. Yeah, they like, people are like, I mean, I want this to be nice. People like you, they respect you, they think you're nice, you're kind, you're able to juggle a lot of things, like you're easy to like deal with, but it doesn't feel like anyone knows you personally. And like, because we have hermit, okay, introspection, meditation, like there's a lot of power forward needs somebody or friends or whatever. Yeah, because look, I'm not making this up. Career, Oh yeah, Oshun is even here screaming at you. Yeah, look. Gotta prioritize your joy and pleasure. Gotta participate in things like a ugly sweater contest, okay? Gotta participate, okay? I wanted this to be a great pile. So the good thing is people want to deal with you. So here is it's an energy of a bunch of people that don't know you that would like to know you. I'm not saying you should or not because I don't know these people. They're very gossipy, whoever they are. Because like there's a lot of gossipy people on the table that are like, oh no, power force to themselves. They need to they don't even like all they do is work and like they don't care about being in love and like enjoying life. That's how you know what I'm saying? They don't trust anybody with thief. That's what they're saying. But like, we'd like to get to know Power 4. And I'm not saying you should because I don't know what environment you're in. Like, I don't, say that. But that's kind of the energy. So tell me more about my pile number 4, my green matcha latte. What are people saying? What do people find attractive? You know what? Because we got all the criticism immediately. Wow. Yeah, what people find attractive. You're very different. You're very unique. Okay, a lot of people are saying you're often misunderstood. So the people that do know you say you're misunderstood. You're just a little to yourself, very mysterious, hard to read, hard to interpret. Okay, what is this? Yeah, some maturing energy. Yeah, you do like to be to yourself a lot. I'm realizing you got green, like your color. That might be one of your favorite colors. If it's not. But we've got the Force, which talks about abundance, hidden wealth, transformation, growth. So people may be talking about when we talk about from a financial sense, it could be hidden wealth, but the hidden wealth is also your personality and who you truly are, and people not having access to that, okay? Right? Not having access to that. I wanted 3 and I got 3, so we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it, okay? I even got the little green man here, alien, so lots of green. I'm telling you, the people that like you. Even the people that gossip about you, they still like you. They just think you're different, right? They just think you're different. People admire how different you are. You're a breath of fresh air. You're very unique. Okay, you're very good at things you do. Okay, very aware, but there's certain areas of your life where you lack experience and you're not self-aware enough to realize, oh, maybe I'm lacking in connection. Maybe I should prioritize my self-care more. Or maybe I should prioritize my connection with other people beyond where I'm able to get ahead more, right? That's what people are saying, okay? Yeah, they're saying you got control issues. Because this is a love deck, and they're saying you got control issues, which is that temptation devil card, okay? I can't control that. Tell me, what are people? Yeah, okay, so I have life partner here. I had safe place, and now I have security, okay? So those could be relevant things, but something about you feeling safe, okay, is a thing, okay? So tell me about my pile number 4. Okay, I dropped it. Yeah, they want you to find somebody, okay? Or connect with somebody, because the card that hit the deck is ecstasy. Your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. The feeling of pleasure is electrifying. I think you'd be a more balanced person. You'd be a lot happier if you prioritized your joy and pleasure and connection with other people, specifically in a romantic perspective, okay? Because we also have, because they think you're lacking in physical touch. I'll say it like that. I'm saying like that because we've got warm embrace. Let yourself enjoy your partner's loving arms around your body. Their touch ignites a fire within you, right? You're missing that. That's what they're saying, okay? They're saying you're missing that. All right. I'm looking at this other love deck, and because people think you need more, let me just pull from it real quick because your pile's like short. Wait, no, I'm not. I have like 2 other decks. Y'all, like, you really need to prioritize like love and connection, because I didn't even pull from the astrology based decks. I assumed I was done, but I'm not. Oh, I don't even remember doing that. I think it happened. I had so many of those that it threw me off. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So prioritize your partner where you have one. And if you have an opportunity, prioritize that opportunity, because it's actually, yeah, landing on would you accept, okay? The lighting is not that bad. I just don't feel like adjusting the blinds. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm ready to wrap this up. Because I don't want to sit here and try to drag y'all. It says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. If you like I said, basically they're thinking that you kind of set yourself up for failure when it comes to love and romance. And we've got honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. They're thinking you need a vacation. Specifically, you need vacation with somebody specific, or like you find you somebody to take a vacation with. We've got a past life relationship. You've known each other before. So there's definitely someone that, a lot of you, there's definitely a specific person that the people around you are talking about. Like, oh, this person needs to just, like, some of you are in connections that they're saying you need to prioritize. Some of you, they're like, this person just does not do the love thing. They do not date. They do not do any of the things. So therefore, they're not going to make the move they need to make, or they're not going to pursue the connection they need to do. They're going to swerve this person, say no. That's what they're saying. Let me pull this. It's saying you need to step out of your comfort zone. I feel so bad for this group. Let me hurry up and close it out, because like people are just like letting you have it. But it's not really a bad thing. People aren't saying anything about you in a way that where they think anything harmful about you. Like they're not talking poorly. There was a group where there was people talking poorly. If you pick that one, then there's a group that's talking poorly. Here, honestly, if you pick that group, this is a different group where people are like concerned. They're like, yeah, Power 4 is so good, and like, you know, I like Power 4, but I really wish Power 4 would like get out more. You know what I'm saying? Like Power 4 would like I never see Power 4 go on dates with their partner, or like when the last time you seen Power 4 with somebody. Like that's the conversations. That's the gossip, because this is a gossipy pile. I'm not taking all of that. Yeah, you avoid new starts. You avoid connection. I'm about to have to pause. Let me just, you know what? I'm going to come back to I'm going to have to come back to the work after I pause. I'm going to have to come back. Okay, so I'm back. I adjusted the blinds. We're going to have to work with it because it is now beginning to rain, but I feel like we can see. The interesting thing about this pile, I had to take a break, one to adjust because it was getting dark, because it's now beginning to rain. It's a lot earlier than it looks. The break I took made me realize even more things about the pile. So I'm realizing that you chose the green matcha latte. It's green like the color of money. And even like, so like I randomly decided I was going to start burning this random incense, right? I have a gazillion different kinds, but it's like the random call money one. And I'm like, I don't know why I need to burn that during this pile, but maybe it's going to tap in with the energy with the people. And I was rolling with it because as soon as I started the channel, I'm like, oh yeah, this is like the real professional, like getting things done pile, right? Like that's the vibe, right? So I wasn't really that worried about it. And then I honestly completely forgot. But by me needing to stop, adjust the light, take a break, to figure out what's going on, I was like, well, while I'm up, I might as well get my little snack. You know what I mean? I'm just like, let me get my life together so I can really lock in with this energy before I close it out. And it feels like people see you. And I'm not gonna lie, I believe it to be true. A lot of these people don't really know you very well, but it feels true, because when I stepped into your energy, I'm realizing me as the reader stepping into your energy, it feels true, because the things I started to do when I aligned with their energy feel very goal oriented. Okay, it feels really, how can I get ahead? Like, it doesn't mean that it's like sneaky or conniving or anything like that. Can be, some of you are, but like the majority of you are not, right? Like you can feel where you are, right? But the most of the people here are not. It's just in you prioritizing security, because I felt like safety and security came out a lot. You're forfeiting the areas of life that you seek security and safety to enjoy. You get what I'm saying? So like, you're like, let me make sure professional, career, job. And I completely understand that. But like, it's not normal. And people see it because it's excessive in this pile. Because even the break I need to take to adjust the light, and I had my snack, I was like, oh wait, because I skipped over the analytical part. Like I skipped over the part that was going to show us something. These are the astrology decks. You know, everybody knows that watches my channel. We use those. Yeah, starting to thunder. We use those for the details. We use that to study. We use that to elaborate. Okay, we use it for those purposes. And me just skipping completely over that to the love decks is not something I would normally do, especially in a reading like this. It's not really a love reading. I usually avoid these because I don't want to overemphasize that energy on my channel, because I have a lot of love readings and not as much support for the non-love readings. But this group was like, no. they need love. Like, you probably are my people here that I love because you probably support all of the non-love readings that I have. Yay, look at you. But in you being that way, just like the people that overly accentuate love in their lives and things like that, it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing when you just act like you don't want that at all, okay? So, and I don't mean like just romance. People are definitely talking about you in that sense, and it doesn't hurt, but like just connection and community and just things that you enjoy overall beyond just like work and getting ahead, because that seems to be what people say. So let me because it was a little unnerving when I realized, ooh, I did, because I opened that incense. Like, I just snatched it open. Like, I did so aggressively too. Like, look, see, like I just, like, this was not open. Like, I stepped on it, I think, because it fell, because I do all kinds of clumsy things when I'm doing the readings, but like it fell, and I'm like, oh, let me just, apparently we're using that today for no reason, because it's literally like every now and then I'll burn some incense, but I'll probably like burn like, I don't know, like a random flower or like eucalyptus or something like that, right? So let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4. What are people saying about my pile number 4? What makes them attractive? I mean, what makes you attractive is you are very, very reliable. You know, you have a good reputation. It's just a reputation for not being very fun. I'll say that. Yeah. Cardinal moon, be bold and make the first move. Yeah, I mean, people are saying you need to prioritize your happiness, but I don't know, something about a connection you definitely need to prioritize. So I don't know if you have a partner like you're having difficulty with, or if there's someone you need to pursue. I don't know what's going on, but there is all over this part of the table where people are like, Pile 4 needs to like get to it. Your dream need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus, right? Some of you need to act not only on that sense, you may need to act on something regarding any type of inheritance, because Scorpio season is here, because full moon in Taurus, but Taurus is your money, your assets, okay, your finances. So being bold and making the first move to secure something, okay, is something you need to be very active towards. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, so all of the things that Venus embodies: joy, pleasure, love, romance, community, okay, partnerships, money, all of those things, okay, getting that going. So let me pull from this deck, and then I will take the bottom. Yeah, because look, house 7 is when I slip, which is the sister sign of this energy. What's my pile number 4's reputation? What's their reputation? What are people saying about them? I keep hearing the words, what's their next move? What's their next move? So maybe that's what people are saying. I don't know what that's all about. You hearing what's their next move? Tell me, what's the reputation? Okay, there we go. Mercury, yeah. So house 9 is all about expansion. Talks about higher learning, spiritual ascension, growth, development, travel. Talks about long distance travel. So again, doubling down on you needing a vacation. They talk about you. So if you went on vacation, people are like, oh, that was so good, I'm so glad they finally went on vacation. If you did not, they're like, oh no, we need them on vacation. That's the energy. And there's a lot of talking because Mercury is here. Okay, think, learn, network, communicate. People think that you are very smart, very intellectual. Yeah, a lot of to confirmation, like you're very smart, right? You're very intellectual, you're very analytical, you have a lot to offer in any space. But where it doesn't really benefit you, where it's not something that's like about getting ahead, you don't seem to be concerned about things unless it's something that you can get ahead on, if that makes sense. Like you're not worried about like enjoying life, you're not worried about like genuine connection. I'm not saying that's true, but that's how people see you based on the way you're interacting with other people. Okay, all right, put that there. So I mean, I'm gonna pull from this other, I was gonna get your, let me pull from this other love deck, because I can't get over this pile. At the bottom you do have yes, so I don't know what the yes is for. It could be regarding your current connection, or you know, one that is incoming or pending, or something you need to be pursuing, or maybe you going outside so that you can meet somebody you like. And outside not to like network to get ahead, outside to like meet somebody legitimately. on a personal level, if that makes sense, because this feels like that pile that has difficulty with that. I was so shocked and surprised. Yeah, people are saying you're really elusive. The letter E could be relevant here. I don't know why, but it, like, because it hit that ecstasy. So like you avoid, oh, that's what it is. You avoid, yeah, you avoid passion. You avoid ecstasy, right? Elusive. It's very elusive to you. You don't know what that is. Wow. It's at the bottom. Attraction. Yeah, you need to find somebody you're attracted to, and if you have someone you're attracted to, you need to do something about it. If you have a partner, you need to prioritize that connection. You need to prioritize all of your relationships that are actually valuable to you. For sure. There's some fireworks here. Let me get your advice. It's funny because I did see union was at the bottom, but I didn't think anything of it. But union is at the bottom of your advice. So merge with someone wherever you fall in the pile, or merge with people, or connect with people genuinely. Let me see. Tell me, what is my message? Okay, there we go. All right, well, be present. Stop always looking ahead to where you can go and what you can do and what you can accomplish. Be present, okay? And then we've got this maturing energy of leadership. You don't always have to take control of everything, right? So the thing about leadership is you can do that wherever you need to in areas of getting ahead, but it talks about that initiative in areas where you've been neglecting. Like, you know, it feels like this feels like a pile of someone that is gung-ho to take control of things, like professionally, academically, project-wise, like organizing, making sure things get done for some type of goal. But when it comes to taking leadership of yourself and prioritizing your needs, because I also was supposed to mention, when I paused to adjust the lighting, I took a break. So like some of you people are saying you don't know when to take breaks, like you need to learn when to take breaks. That's where you're struggling, okay? That's where you're struggling. And then eternal charisma, like you need to step more into your personality. You are likable and you need to show it more, or people don't know if you're likable because they don't know you, right? And they would like to get to know you. So again, take initiative in the areas of life you've been neglecting. Pull back where you've been overextending. Be present and stop looking too far ahead, and just really just enjoy life and engage with other people, okay? All right, so that is all I have for you today, pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.